from Dodger Stadium. The Joe Rose Show begins now.
All right, and good morning. Having a few problems in the back, but hey, don't worry about it. We're not going to let that mess up the show this morning, as we've got a lot of great stuff to get to here on a Monday morning, man. We haven't had a chance to talk about a lot of winning, but man, there's a lot of winning going on right now. Last night, and we'll get it all worked out. We have sound stuff and getting everything worked out here, but boy, Mike McDaniel and the Miami Dolphins, and I start with Mike McDaniel. Nobody's been under the pressure cooker more than he has. Out in front, it's his team right now. Nobody's talking about the GM. It's about the guys on the field. And last night, Mike McDaniel and his coaching staff, both sides of the ball. First of all, they're ready to go. They had great game plans on both sides. Special teams dominated too. They were great on coverages and everything else. But the reason last night was so good, the way you played the week before, just unbelievable to have that kind of turnaround from going on the road 2 weeks in a row and looking that bad against the Browns and that good last night. You look that good. One of the best games since Mike's been here. I mean, guys, wide open, play action, everything well executed. Great blocking up front on both sides of the ball. It was complete. And Frank Smith down on the sideline. I got to be honest, and I tell you, when I see things, and sometimes I hear later, oh, you were wrong about that, and I'm sure I am. Sometimes my eyeballs don't know everything. Frank Smith, who's offensive coordinator, doesn't call the plays. Mike calls the plays, but Frank's a big part of it, and he's the official of all the coordinator guys with some form of a coordinator behind their name. He is the offensive coordinator. And so I see him all the time, and he's just, to me, he's kind of an introvert. I mean, he kind of likes to do his own thing. I'm sure he's great with his players. He was on the sideline yesterday for that game. I guess Mike talked about this after the game, too, and gave him a lot of credit for everything, which, hey, listen, it is to be mentioned because I did notice he was going over there and he was, he was in guys' faces. He was patting guys on the back. He was high-fiving them. Whatever was going on, I just felt like Frank Smith, the offensive coordinator, whether a guy was on the bench or headed to the bench or just off the side, Frank was in touch and really made a big difference of staying on top of your guys, being able to do stuff. I think he relates really well to the players. And I just saw it was a side of him we don't see, but the players. And then I saw it on the plane again last night as guys were coming up the steps, talking to all his guys and just communicating with them. I'm not saying, hey, let's go have a beer afterwards, but he was just, hey, man, great stuff. Hey, we're going to do this. And I just thought, wow, very animated. And I agree with Mike, man. It was needed. Just kind of watching on the side. It was different last night. Those guys were, and by the way, I mean, just dominated from start to finish in the game. It just, Jordan Brooks on defense was fantastic. 10 tackles, 1 sack, and 3 tackles for loss. Almost got a safety in there. The run defense was great. 17 carries, 45 yards. We're all worried about that and what Robinson and they might do to us after what we saw him do to the Buffalo Bills. And those guys shut them down. Defensive line did a good job, and those linebackers were up and making just great plays. Zach Sealer had a nice play. Tackle for loss, beats his guy inside. Just, I know, man. You're still 2-6. But they put together a complete game, and I didn't know if this was going to happen. I'm not sure. Nobody knew what to expect on game day. I just sensed Again, I did agree, and we said this last week. Guys didn't quit, and they weren't quitting. I agree with it. They're playing hard. I was worried about confidence, and then last night they didn't have to worry about a fourth quarter win. A lot of good stuff going on with the team. We've got if the phones are working and stuff, we're going to have Mario Cristobal still join us at 6:20 this morning. Mario's still going to be with us. Yeah, we'll have Mario with us and stuff coming up. Are we okay, Woody? Are we on the air? We don't know. We are on the air. Okay. Just can you say hello to me? Would you mind saying hello to me, or you can't? That's not working. Okay. All right. So we're down a little bit, and here at QAM from time to time, you don't know, which is fine because we got a lot of stuff, man. As you're just getting up this morning, Canes. By the way, speaking of Mario coming up here in a few minutes, and we'll talk to him. 7-7 at the half. You're going, oh boy, and they scored late in the second quarter to make it 7-7, and then absolutely destroyed Stanford in the second half. 35 straight points in the final 30 minutes of the game, and the stats were pretty damn lopsided, and they just did everything. Defense played great. Offense got rolling. Running game got a lot of people got a chance to be part of it. Just it's kind of game you need to have as you get set to take this thing and you get set to take play SMU here coming up this weekend. We got all that, and then the Heat last night, man. I didn't forget about the Heat. Now I'm flying home here, but boy, put it together, playing great. This up-tempo, playing fast. Norman Powell, Bam, off to a great start. Last night, Norman Powell, with the Knicks in town, had 29 points. Bam at 19 and 13. And I got to tell you, a guy that's gotten off to a great start, Jaime Jaquez, 17 points off the bench. Just so important after last year. Really never to completely get out of the funk and lose playing time, and they're trying to work him in. And being able to come back in year 3, Jaime Jaquez is just off to a great start. Along with the bench last night, which outscored the Knicks 44-21. Just a lot of really good stuff. Norman Powell, as advertised, that's been great as well, the way that thing started. But a lot of great stuff, man. A lot of great stuff. Hey, over the weekend, I see they're getting ready to do a one-on-one with Messi on NBC, unless they did that thing last night. They were promoting that about Messi going to play in another World Cup potentially, and just a lot of good stuff. Panthers looked like a great win against Las Vegas, who was undefeated, hadn't lost a game, and Panthers just played their old school. They look like a team that played the playoffs. Big Bob didn't have to stop a lot of shots. And they get a 3-0 win and really control the puck. Just a really across the board. I mean, you can't have more winning than we had from Friday, Saturday, and then again yesterday, Sunday, with the Dolphins getting that 34-10 win, and just a complete win. And running backs all involved. They ran for 141 yards as a group. And they played all three of them. All three of them got some playing time. A lot of them played together. A lot of 2 sets there. Played with an extra offensive lineman because of the tight end situation. So I just, man, great game plan. Absolutely outcoached Atlanta, outplayed Atlanta. It was just across the board. Mike made some changes in that thing. Tua's fakes, as good as Tua was throwing the ball, and he had a great game. 4 touchdowns. For what Tua's playing with, first of all, he got Waddle the ball. Waddle had the big play in the game. We're waiting for it, the big splash play. And then on top of that, just getting everybody involved. Everybody was catching a pass in the game, so you're using guys while they're out there. They're not just decoys. You got everybody getting involved in the offense. It was fun, man. It was fun to watch. You're sitting there like in disbelief, honestly, because of they haven't put together a complete game. They have struggled either one side or the other side or both sides, and then you get one of the most complete games the Dolphins have seen. And I got to tell you, at the end of the game, I don't know how many Dolphin fans were there, but you had Let's Go Dolphins. And I looked around and went, wow. They're hanging with this team, man. They are hanging. Just give them something to cheer about. Give them something, man. Give your fan base something. And they did in that game last night. And I can tell you that was it was a fun airplane to jump on, just a completely different vibe and a really good feel to it. I mean, that's a way, for guys that think, they don't care. And, I don't care. Well, listen, nobody wants to get embarrassed. And when you get one of those games where you kick somebody's ass, it makes it a lot of fun. And that's what last night was. It was a lot of fun. By the way, the NFL had a couple of teams as we're getting towards that halfway point of the season. The Bills, the Patriots, and the Broncos put on a show in that AFC. And all of a sudden with this Ravens game coming up Thursday night, Lamar Jackson, I don't know, the tease is on again that he's going to be ready to play Thursday night. I don't know if that's the case or not, but they looked a lot better as they got a big win they needed. And Pittsburgh losing to Green Bay, getting kicked around pretty good in that second half if you stayed up or if you missed it last night. Green Bay is starting to look pretty good in the NFC again, too, as they started getting things rolling all the way around. So, anyway, we've got a lot of really good stuff coming up, and we'll have Mario Cristobal joining us coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll talk to the coach who had a nice win, got a great second half into the second quarter and dominated the second half of that game. So we got a lot to talk about with that, including what the hell did you say at halftime, Coach? What was said there? And then on top of all that, we'll look ahead with SMU coming up next on the road. Can't beat it. All right. Hey, before we get to all that stuff, we got to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic, ED and Low T. I got to tell you, man, sex drive, gone. Energy, gone. Feeling dragging. It's Monday, and you're dragging again and going, this sucks, man. I don't want to be like this. Well, I know how you feel because I went through it all, man. I went and got checked. Oh, yeah, I had full-blown ED and low T and everything else, man. Nothing was working. No energy. The only thing that got better is my weight. I got heavier and heavier and heavier. But I got to tell you, man, when you're active and you are feeling better, it's funny how your weight goes down and your sex drive comes back with an Atlantic Men's Clinic. Got a great program for you to get great results. And I want to tell you, man, and just not tell you, if you're going through it, and it bothers you, and it's going to happen to every guy out there. Low T and ED are just part of life for every man out there. And I will tell you, all you have to do is set up that first appointment with Atlantic Men's Clinic, ED, Low T, the whole deal, man. They do the testing, the PSA test. You meet with their professionals. They explain everything to you. They put you on a program, and you are about ready to get great results. With 7 locations in South Florida to serve you, including a brand new one in Hollywood, call them today, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com.
It's time to head out to the Toyota of Hollywood Online. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com.
All right. Thank you, Woody. Mario Cristobal, Miami Hurricanes head coach, joins us this morning after a very impressive second half. 42-7, the final. Coach, congratulations and good morning to you. How you doing?
Good morning, Joe. Right back at it, brother.
Hey, I feel like you've been going all weekend, Coach. I'm getting to where I know you after all these years way too well. So let's say it's 7-7 at the half, and all I could think of while I was on the road was, all right, what do you say to your team at the half? Even though you're kind of dominating things that one drive, and then that was it. What was said?
The truth, just keep playing. It's a 4-quarter game, and the issues that we had in the previous game showed up a little bit again in the first quarter, right? A little bit of, obviously, a slow start.
Yeah.
And but the first drive offensively did a good job getting down there, and then penalty, missed field goal, 0 points, right? And that's where you go right to it. It's like, look, man, I don't want to see anybody feeling any anxiety. I don't want to see anybody hanging ahead and all that other BS, right? It's football, and in football, you just keep working until you regain the momentum of the game. And then you fight your butt off to keep the momentum of the game. So I thought it was really good resiliency by our guys to just keep hammering away. We did a couple of different things to give ourselves a chance. And on defense, after that first drive, just the level of communication and physicality in play, that combined with really big time special teams play allowed us to really take the momentum and go from there.
Well, man, I got to tell you, after that first drive, everybody's going, oh, man, Stanford, after you miss a field goal and they go down and score. I didn't know that was going to be half the yards they were going to get in the whole game. That was just incredible. That Canes, your defense, 144 yards, just shut them down. They averaged 2 yards a carry. You get 2 takeaways. They ended up with 8 first downs in the whole game. Was anything different after what's the biggest thing from that first drive? Did you feel like guys just came out a little sluggish or because after that, boy, it was like somebody lit a fire under your defense?
No, it was a simplicity of communication and getting lined up and doing your job, man. The exact same plays that were executed at a high level following that first drive were ones that were not executed at a high level on that first drive. And sometimes it does take a series to get rolling, but there's really nothing to lean on, nothing to make an excuse on. Just got to start faster, and also realize if you don't start fast, don't panic, man. Don't allow anxiety to set in. It's a 4-quarter game, and you see it every single week. So just keep playing your butt off, elevate the levels of communication, mental intensity, and physicality, and go to work.
Yeah, and then on top of that, you guys scored the final 35 points in 30 minutes. Just incredible. And by the way, on top of that, which I always like, Coach, and I'm guessing you're aware of it too, is being comfortable and still being able to get young guys in the game and seeing so many guys able to catch the ball, so many guys getting a chance with all the work they put in to get some carries. And on the defense, the same thing. How important is that?
I mean, it's as important as it gets nowadays because these seasons are longer, right? And there's with limited roster sizes now, you really can't go out and you can't replace guys. There's not enough guys to start the season with to keep plugging guys in if guys get banged up. So, back a few years ago, you just kind of run the ball, let the clock tick away. But now you've got to use that time, if you can, to help develop your roster and get a lot of playing time for your guys. And we got a significant amount of plays for guys that are going to continue to be significant contributors.
I never thought fans, and now I find myself doing it sometimes too, Coach. It's terrible what I'm about ready to say, but like, if this young guy's not playing, he's going to be leaving. They're all 1-year free agents. And you've always had a pretty good perspective on it. But, a guy's going to be really good, but he's not quite there. He's probably a little frustrated. He's seeing some other young guys playing, and he's not there. How do you go about handling that with these guys? Because every team in the country is dealing with it.
Yeah, I think you always do it like you would in your own home, with direct honesty and transparency. And I think every player and every parent that's, made of the right stuff can appreciate that and take constructive criticism and have a blueprint and a plan and come to work every day to get better. Because if a guy has issues at a certain place or has not achieved a level of play and consistency at a certain place, that's going to follow you wherever you go. You know, it's not a matter of because you change a city, location, a logo, a helmet, it's going to be different. So I think our approach of being honest, of finding ways to give guys feedback and always giving them a plan to achieve the things they want to achieve and to help the football team, I think it always gives you the best chance. If that's not good enough, then let's go find another one.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, by the way, not to give a shout out to certain guys that come from certain schools on your team, but can I give a quick shout out? The pride of American Heritage Plantation, Fletcher, Tony, and now Xavier Lucas. Not bad for one school, huh? The impact they had on this game.
No doubt. I mean, like so many schools down here, I mean, they do such a great job developing not only players but character. And great to see those guys just go out there and play at a high level, man, and have success and certainly help this team win.
Coach, we got a weird one, and I know you don't like to single guys out, and I'm with you, and I'm going to ask you about guys, so don't roll your eyes on me. But, man, this Malachi Tony story, now we just do total yards. He has a couple of punts, has great returns on a couple of punts, almost breaks it. Every time he gets a carry coming around, he breaks tackles, almost scores. Then he's got 5 catches for 52 yards. Everybody, everywhere, we're on the road. Everybody's talking about Malachi Tony, and people ask me how big he is, and they're talking about his blocking and everything else. You know, we go about every game, and you can make an argument just about every one of these damn games. You go, he might have been the best player in the game. He might have been the best player in the game. You ever see anything like that with a true freshman?
I mean, I think the best part about it is he wants to come to work and push and get better, you know, and he's complimented by some really good teammates. And you know what, you can't say enough good things about him, but I don't think that's his interest. That's not really what he thrives on. He just wants to go out there and win. And, you know, if we execute the punt returns a little bit better, finish a little bit longer, right? Because those plays go 13, 14, 15 seconds at a time. If we just do that, you know, they might be clean touchdowns, both of them. So all in all, obviously excited about him and all the stuff he's doing, and all the guys around him as well. Tony Johnson's another guy that really stood out, you know. So all in all, just a lot of guys doing really well.
Yeah, Johnson's run after catch was what a hell of a play, seeing that kind of effort. Hey, speaking of another guy, man, Jordan Lyle, his quickness, he looks like he's completely back. Do you feel that way as you watch him play a little bit more and more?
We do. We feel like, you know, those guys, running backs get banged up, man. They do. And our guys run really, really hard. And, you know, they did create some opportunities, made some guys miss or ran some guys over. And Jordan looked really, really good. And he's on his way to being a great one. It's great to see him get that touch, make that guy miss, and get in there and score. Had another really nice run earlier too, so really fired up to watch the next couple of weeks.
Coach, we just, it's a given around here. We talk about your offensive line, and it's, you know, everybody raving about since last year, and a lot of the guys coming back and how good they are. How are they playing overall? Because they look like they kicked up their game in the second half, that they got after it. And of course, Mark Fletcher running with that style inside as well, that combination.
Yeah, you know, when you commit to the run, you've really got to be committed to it, and I felt like we did that. And sometimes there's some muddy yards where you're outnumbered by one or two guys. Sometimes you get clean boxes, but overall, the push was really consistent. The pass protection was good. There were certainly some guys that continued to get better, some other areas that we got to clean up, just overall progress. And again, those guys, they don't want praise, man. They just want to go to work.
Yeah.
So our offensive line, we take a lot of pride in. And we consider the tight ends part of the offensive line. And when the receivers come in there and get inside in those C gaps and D gaps, they're part of that offensive line too, and part of the run game. So I thought we had a good blend of both, you know, some of the open stuff and some of the more condensed stuff that allowed some things to open up in the second half.
Yeah. No, it was great stuff. I mean, it was just exactly what you wanted to do. Hey, we got to ask you about Carson Beck. Thought he made a lot of good decisions. How do you think he threw the ball overall?
You know what? I thought he had a strong comeback performance. Really did. And I know a couple drops we're going to clean up, a couple routes we're going to clean up, a couple throws he'd like to have back, some RPO reads, but all in all, just very consistent, very efficient, and moved the ball well, and thought there was, again, more progress there.
Mesidor did not play. Is he close to coming back, Coach, as you go down this stretch with some tough road games coming up?
He is. He was close Saturday. I mean, we thought it was there, and it wasn't, so in some of these things, you just got to wait on medical. You just take their advice, you take their knowledge and put it into, just apply it and see what happens. So it's hard to predict now at the end of the year because, why did I say the end of the year? The middle of the year, because man, these things, they kind of go back and forth, and you could tweak in the middle of the week and go backwards, or you could have a couple of days of tremendous healing. So just, those reports, I don't know if they help anybody, probable, questionable, all that stuff. Just, throw up on game.
Hey, Coach, we're in a different world now, man, for poor college and pro. I got to ask you about that. Everybody's worried about, with all the gambling stuff that's just out there, how much you have to talk to your guys about that topic?
It's
there, man. It's like you can't do a game without saying, hey, the Canes are favored by, and here's the prop bets off the side.
And the truth of the matter is, Joe, hasn't it always been there?
Yes.
And now it's right. And now it's part of social media, and it's just amplified, but it's always been there. You could dig back into history and the stories related to that and whatnot. So, you know what? You bust your butt, you educate people. You set an example as the adult, because everybody likes to point their fingers at kids, and that's BS. The adults got to set the example, all right? And the adults are screwing up a lot more than any of the kids are. So let's put it on us. And again, these aren't kids anymore. These guys are young men on their way to being fully grown men. So let's make sure we bust our butts and set the right example.
Yeah, no, I tell you, it took front and center stage over the last few days. And as you said, by the way, this thing's been around since you and I were young pups as well with this whole thing. So now you get that win, you play your ass off in the second half and really look like a top 10 team the way your guys played on both sides of the ball and special teams. Now you go to SMU, another big road game. You haven't had a lot of road games so far. What's the message getting back to work? What are you saying?
Well, what we always do, man, all these trips that we go on the road for, these are all business trips, right? And it all relates to your mindset and your preparation, your ability to block out any and all distractions, because you really don't have any. You either create them or you just ignore them, right? And making sure that we put ourselves in a position to execute at the highest level. And when you go on the road, you pack everything, man. You pack your toughness, your physicality, right? Your execution, your brotherhood, your resilience. You pack it all, man. You put it all on display come game time.
Hey, Coach, I wanted to ask you, listen, I know the style of play you like to play. Everybody knows a couple things about Mario Cristobal. You love to be physical. You understand the importance of a strong D-line and offensive line. How much do you change game plans off of that? Because everybody knows, listen, we're playing the Miami Hurricanes, love to run between the tackles. How much do you guys talk about that? Or is it like, that's what we do, you better adjust, we'll do things off of it, but that's going to be part of our DNA?
Well, our DNA is always to be extremely physical, but physicality comes in different forms. We're physical on the perimeter, we're physical up front, but we never allow anything to get in the way of what you want, the process and the outcome that you want it to lead to. So at the end of the day, defensively, you got to get stops, right? And offensively, you got to score points. So for us, it's the simplicity. If it's in 4 or 5 wides, that's what we're going to do. If it's running between the tackles in condensed formation, that's what we're going to do. If it's in the form of play action, RPO, whatever it may be, we've been very adaptable. And over the past couple of years, albeit a couple of games, have been really good offensively. And you don't ever change the aspect of physicality, but in terms of what you do schematically, we do it in every way, shape, and form. And I think we've proven that, and certainly sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but it's not a matter of have to do this or have to do that. We have to do what's best for the team and what scores the most points and what puts the defense in the best position to be successful. Yeah. That's it.
Coach, man, thank you. Appreciate it. Congratulations, man. Nice after 7-7 and going, wow, came out and just absolutely exploded in that second half and put up some great numbers. And now it's on to SMU. Thank you so much.
Yep. Let's go get better, man. Go Canes.
All right. Mario Cristobal, Miami Hurricanes head coach. Joining us this morning as we got boy, I'll tell you what, our teams got after it, didn't they? I mean, there was a lot of winning going on starting on Friday. A lot of winning around here by all of our teams. We haven't said that in a long, long time, started in finishing last night with the Dolphins. And, of course, not only the Dolphins, but the Miami Heat with a real impressive win against the New York Knicks, who are considered to be one of the top two teams in the Eastern Conference. Hey, more stuff to get to here this morning, but first, I want to talk about Truck Month. I want to talk to you about your South Florida Chevy dealers because, man, if you're in the market right now for a brand new truck, boy, do we have some special trucks for you. I got to tell you, when you talk Chevy, you talk trucks. It's a leadoff hitter. It's a cleanup hitter. It's everywhere. You see our trucks, and there's reason. They are durable. They are strong, like a durable Colorado with its standard Turbo Max engine and impressive torque. Boy, everything you need for off-road capability to really enjoy your life here in South Florida. Silverado 1500, always ready, steady, and strong, man. Advanced technology needed for the workday workhorse and the weekend warrior. Hey, how about a Silverado HD? You can feel confident with that bad boy. Are you kidding me? Legendary horsepower, one of the hardest working beds in the business. Hey, man, whether it's midsize, full-size, or heavy-duty truck, whatever it is that you need in your life, man, we got the truck that's absolutely perfect for you. 14 dealerships throughout South Florida. We got one close to you to take a test drive. Hey, stop by. Get a great deal today at your South Florida Chevy dealer.
turn it. Let's go get this. Take this win 2 and make it win 3 real fast. How about that? Guess what? On the Oprah game balls, everybody's getting.
That's momentum, man. Momentum. Come to budget, man. Come at the work. Get the damn win. It feel good. Let's get it on Thursday. Let's get rolling, baby. Let's go, y'all. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. Y'all are proud, man. This is the best one yet. Hey, Dolphins on 3. Dolphins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I tell you what, man, there's nothing like winning. And Dolphins were hooping it up after that game, man. They were ready to go, no question about it. And you heard Mike McDaniel giving out game plans, and everybody fired up after the game. And I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people to talk about because it was the most complete game they played in a long, long time. Long time. But I got to tell you this. It starts with Mike McDaniel, the guy that's talking. He had that team prepared. He put together one of the best game plans for his offense I've ever seen, ever. They had guys wide open, confused. I have never seen. It looked like the Falcons didn't know they were playing the Miami Dolphins. It was like they just showed up and had no idea. To his fakes, as good as Tua was throwing the ball now, he had 4 touchdowns. But I got to tell you, man, he had made a beautiful throw rolling out, by the way. Beautiful throw on the sideline. But he had some guys from Waddle, Ollie Gordon. He had some guys off his fakes and the plays and misdirection and bootleg and all the things they did. Just had him confused. A couple of those touchdowns were just walking. That's hard to do at this point. Got everybody involved in the offense, so important. Played with an extra offensive lineman a lot. I thought Brunskill in there was a big part of it too. They blocked well. Got all 3 running backs involved in the game. Made it a point to make sure they got Waddle the ball, which was important. He ends up 99 yards in the game, but he also had a big pass interference over on the sideline. So you got to throw that. You want to throw him the ball. And again, able to get first downs on second and third and shorts, no problem. Gordon continued to get them. But and then defensively, starting with the guys up front, stopping the run. No real threat from the receivers on the outside in the game. Those guys did a good job. Just complete game. Just from last week, I can't explain it. How you look so bad. You went literally from one of the worst games I've seen a Mike McDaniel team play to the absolute best, most complete game. You could put that up there at the top of the resume. Listen, Mike McDaniel can dial it up, man, and he had those guys ready to go. And he said nobody quit. I checked in on everybody. He was right. They played hard.
It's the first question I asked you when I spoke to you yesterday. I go, how do you explain that shift from week to week?
I don't know. They go on the road.
Where was this in the Panther game? Where was this in the Browns game? By the way, you win those 2.
Yeah.
And things look a whole hell of a lot different right now, but
you're a lot closer in the AFC East. But hey, listen, their thing right now is okay, we did it, but we got the win, and let's celebrate. They got the short week.
Fans are torn right now, man, on what to think, though, right? Because they turn it around. There's a good chance people stay, right?
Well, you can't turn around one game, but yes.
I know, but if they do, I mean, I don't know. All of a sudden, they seem to be very positive about the direction. But to me, it's like it's such a dramatic swing from the Browns game to this game.
I would stick with that. I mean, to say like all of a sudden they're just going to win 5 or 6 games, like just because of the way they played yesterday, I'm not going to fall into that trap. But but at least they learned how, like, they put together a complete game. Like, they come out in the second half, I'm like, all right, what's going to happen? And they just continued to dominate and make plays. Their best players played like, I always go, man, when things aren't going well, your best players aren't playing well, then it really doesn't matter. It didn't. And by the way, when your best players usually start playing better, so do the other guys all start playing better. Then it becomes contagious, the whole thing, man. Jordan Brooks is playing out of his friggin' mind. 10 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss yesterday. Almost had a safety. I mean, they were blowing through, man. Defensive line played great. The young guys all of a sudden all started. A lot of guys had a big breakthrough. A lot of rookies yesterday. And I think it all starts, though, when Tua's playing better and Waddle's playing better, Jordan Brooks playing well, and all guys buying in. And
so what's going to happen on Thursday?
I have no
idea. Are we getting Browns Dolphins or are we getting Falcons Dolphins?
I don't know. Great question. Thursday night, it's,
Lamar's back.
You're the only show. There's no other games. There's no red zone to watch 17 games at a time. It's you, and it's Lamar coming home. I can't imagine Lamar's coming back home and not playing. But they had a nice win, and all of a sudden, Steelers have lost a couple games.
Texter says it feels like our annual climb to the middle. The Dolphins will continue to be the definition of mediocrity.
Hey, man.
It does feel like they're about to start to climb into that, like, in the hunt graphic. They'll be like on the way bottom.
Still got to do a lot of winning. Patriots and Bills are not making it easy on you.
No.
The Patriots are just playing. And by the way, you might as well throw the Broncos in there too, right? Of teams. I still don't know about Buffalo, but I know who's playing quarterback for them.
Just shocked to be having this conversation with you because I thought they were going to get torched
yesterday
by those guys.
Yeah. Do we have some kind of bet on that or no? Did I call it off? I went.
No, you called it off.
I got a little chicken. I got a little gutless on that. All right. I
wasn't sure. Double or nothing for the bowl lunch.
Yeah,
no,
I
get out of that.
That.
The week of. Wow.
No, not with stone crabs over there.
You got those claws waiting.
Yeah. No, I can
Bo's
see him.
All excited. How was Bo yesterday, by the way?
Big Bo was good, man.
He was fired up. Good.
Hey, listen, honestly,
he didn't get one of his snarky press conferences yesterday.
I just think when you like, I don't know how you explain it. I know, and Mike's going back saying the same things. I'm talking to guys. I'm getting out there. I'm doing things, and I'll make changes if I need to. And he came back basically the same guys, and they just look like different dudes. But I got to tell you, a lot of it starts with the quarterback. And he got together with that coaching staff and said, what can we do with this group we have? Top 2 tight ends are out. Had to bring up 2 practice squad guys for that position. What are we going to do to give us a chance to win? Played a lot of 2 running back sets, a lot. And played a lot with a 6 offensive lineman. But the stuff that he came out with, and again, I'm always shocked when I see a defense that confused where guys were that open.
That was a hell of a game.
How about the Ollie Gordon one? He fakes it one way, and I look out and he throws it back. Ollie Gordon's got 3 blockers out in front of him. Aaron Brewer destroys the guy, and there's nobody else out there, and he jogs in the end zone 20 yards.
And Mike is a good offensive guy, man.
Well,
we know he'll get a coordinator job if this doesn't work out.
He was on his game with the whole thing. Frank Smith took this new role, which again, I've been around a guy who didn't say 2 words. Again, I know I'm a big mouth, and he's zoned in on his job, but he was shaking guys and high-fiving dudes and had a good feel for who needed to be patted on the back and who needed to get kicked a little bit. And he's got one of those personalities. I think guys relate to him and like him. And we got to see, man, a good Frank Smith besides putting together a game plan for Mike to call. There's just a lot of good stuff, man. Both guys, special teams, getting down there, making tackles. It was just was a complete ass whooping. And I don't know. I didn't see it coming. I'm like everybody else, man. I saw one of the worst losses I've ever seen just a week ago. I can't explain it. I'm not going to try to explain it, except these guys have not quit. And Thursday night, man, they're going to step up in competition. Looks like Ravens got a lot of their guys back. Obviously, if they get Lamar back, that changes things too. So we'll see. But, hey, by the way, while that's going on, the Heat, by the way, every bit as big a win for them early in the season. I know they got a zillion games left. But how about that? Take care of the Knicks, who came in, hadn't lost a game, and really put it on them last night. Norman Powell, 29, Bam, a nice double-double, 19 and 13. And the story, man, the story for me, I'm not surprised. You know, when Norman Powell, he was a scorer last year. Bam, those are Bam's numbers, man. Bam's, but Jaime Jaquez, how about Jaime Jaquez, man? How about that story? How about that comeback? The bench last night outscores the Knicks 44-21, getting it from a lot of different people, playing a different style. And I got to tell you, I think the demons of Jimmy Butler are gone, and that makes a big difference. Drama-free right now, not worrying about if Jimmy's showing up, Jimmy's leaving early, Jimmy's mad, Jimmy's what. He is gone, and these guys have really accepted and like it. I can't wait. They're a scoring machine. What they did against Memphis with 146 points was ridiculous. Hey, right now I want to talk to you about Baptist Health South Florida, man. Got to take a time to talk about our great sports medicine program. Takes care of a lot of our teams. Well, I'll tell you what, they are tops. When it comes to who takes care of the professional teams, get asked all the time. Inter Miami, the Heat, the Panthers, and the Miami Dolphins all take care of Baptist Health South Florida, taking care of all those teams. Great team doctors, even better specialists. I got to tell you, knee, shoulder, foot and ankle, hand specialist, back specialist, hip and knee replacement. Everybody's going through it, man. Been active as a kid. Father time catches up. I'll tell you what, the results people are getting with the hip and knee replacement doctors, as well as the Achilles, able to come back even faster. That's what it's all about with great facilities for Baptist Health South Florida. Such a big part of our community. And boy, I'll tell you what, their sports medicine program is one of the best in the country with those facilities like Doctors Hospital in Coral Gables, Hard Rock Stadium right next to the training facility in 595 and Pine Island in Plantation. Wow. Visit BaptistHealth.net/ortho. One goal every day. It's about getting you healthy, back out playing the sports you love the most.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the price seat our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Starting with the Dolphins, who blew out the Falcons 34-10. Tua Tagovailoa threw 4 touchdowns in the win. Miami will have a short week to host the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Week 8 will wrap up tonight with the Chiefs and Commanders. Over to the Heat, who beat the Knicks in their home opener by a final of 115-107. Next up, Miami will host the Hornets tomorrow night. To the Canes, who checked in at 10 in the AP poll after Saturday's win over Stanford. Miami will head to Dallas on Saturday to play SMU. Kickoff is at noon. And in baseball, the Dodgers and Blue Jays will meet for Game 3 of the World Series, tied at a game apiece. The first pitch is at 8 from Dodger Stadium. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
Yeah, well, it gives us some confidence in our play, in each other, kind of gives us the flow back a little bit. But it's also what we're looking to do with this, right? You can feel all of that, but if you're feeling yourself too much coming into a short week to play against a good opponent, that could also hurt you. So, just keeping guys in line, allowing them to feel the win, and we get to enjoy the win. But after tomorrow, like, we got to get back to work, and it's a short week. Do we want to feel like we did the other weeks, or do we want to continue to build off of a game like today?
Yeah, man, everybody's feeling good. Coming home, short flight, 1 hour, 20 minutes to be exact. And it was home early, man. What? Get it, kick Atlanta's ass and then get home early, man. What a great combination that was last night. Tua Tagovailoa. Hey, man, Tua, don't worry about the rest of those guys being too high or too low. You just keep doing what you did last night. You make sure, and Mike was dialed into Tua. And a game plan last night that was really good. And you could see Tua got more and more comfortable, hit a couple of those slants that he's been really good at. And then on top of that, made a nice throw outside the pocket for a touchdown. And then had some wide open plays, man. Wide open, just totally the confusion. When you have those kind of things happen, we've been on the other side of that, where your guys on defense are so out of position, so fooled on what you're really going to do. And part of it, I got to tell you, Tua, he sells it now, man. He sells it. He gets my eyeballs going one way when he does that full fake and makes almost the full throw before going the other way. But they dialed up some stuff. Mike McDaniel, he dialed up a couple plays, including the deep slant to Waddle, touchdown, untouched, 40-something yards. Ollie Gordon looked like the play was going the other way. Got a guy in motion going the other way. Yeah. Go, take the bait. Get over there. Take the bait. They did. Come back the other way. 3 blockers out in front of Gordon. By the way, Aaron Brewer just destroys a guy. Then you walk in the end zone for a touchdown. He did a lot of things, man. They put a lot of time in on that. Coaches should get a lot of credit. No, they were starting to get some heat too, man. Got a big coaching staff, and they covered it all, man. They covered it all from A to Z, as in defense, offense, and special teams. All played really well. I don't know how you explain it. I don't. I know a couple guys are out on both teams. We had guys out. They had a couple key guys. They lost their wide receiver before the game, hip, and we find out, their starting quarterback, Penix, not going to play, and they come in with the high-paid Kirk Cousins, who did not have a great game. Did not. By the way, tried a couple throws on 4th down, real low percentage throws. And great coverage by our guys. And so anyway, we'll see. One game, it's a start. It's good to see, man. I know it's going to be like if we lose that game and guys checked out a little bit and you have an ugly performance. And they didn't do it. They did not do it. And so we'll see. It doesn't get any easier next 2 games. It doesn't. You got Baltimore Thursday night. I'm guessing. I don't know, because I would have been wrong 2 weeks in a row if I guessed who was going to be the starting quarterback. Lamar Jackson coming back home. I can't imagine he wants to sit on the side coming back where he spends.
Baltimore had a little trouble figuring out how to work those
Woo!
injury reports over the weekend.
Well, you notice all of a sudden that stuff got a little more serious.
I'd say so. Mike Florio was screaming about it last night on the Sunday night pregame.
Well, you're talking about Lamar Jackson. You start talking about guys can impact the game.
Harbaugh goes, it was a mistake.
Well,
we made a mistake.
After they get fined a big amount of money, they won't make that. Hey, man, the league is, from what I understand, on the sideline and everything else, man.
Well, I think they sent out a memo to all their players on like Friday or something. I don't know if you saw that was circulating, but yeah, that whole Terry Rozier thing's not going to go over well across the world of sports.
Well, I just think everybody, we were talking about it at dinner. I mean, everybody's talking about it.
Huge story.
And like Jimmy Cephalo, I have to go to my Italian friend for this, but he says, 4 of the 5 families involved. So you don't want to be involved with 4 of the 5 families.
No.
You don't want to be involved with 1 of the 5 families. How that happened?
It's a wild story,
God only
man.
knows how many players played in those poker games too, by the way. Kevin Garnett's the latest one to have him. Maybe Kevin ought to stop worrying about Ray Allen, right? Start worrying about his ass and how he was involved. Yeah, man, it's everybody's talking like, it's one thing you have a game and it's but then you're going, their partners were these bad guys. Oh man. Oh boy. I don't know. I got to get caught up on my mafia movies and documentaries from the New York families, 5 families of New York again. Crazy, Woody.
Yeah. Well, that story went away for a little bit over the weekend, though, right? It quieted down when you get games back. But
hey, Wood. So wanted to ask you, man. Kane 7-7, and then come out in the second half. It was like 28-7. Next thing you know, they cover the spread. In your words,
we could stay off spreads for a couple of days if you want. After last week,
well, I'll tell you, but. Hey, they've been around. They're not going away.
I know.
Hey, what are the Dolphins favored by this week? Everybody does that. I don't even gamble. And I go, hey, what's the spread? What's Vegas say the spread is?
It's still fun, man. I love it. Like Hard Rock had a few of those, on the top. They put these little crazy bets that like you could throw $1 at. So I had one where it was 3 different guys to score the first touchdown in each of their games, and the thing hit. So it was like $1 to win $129. It was fun.
Gotcha.
It's electric when that happens.
No, I get it. It's just.
But
by
I
the way,
understand too, though. I do understand that people have issues with it. Like there are problems.
Here's the biggest problem you have.
Not that I think this story had anything to do with gambling addiction, but
every time something happens in sports, I see it getting worse and worse and worse. These games are rigged. The guy's on the take. No, don't say because you're part of the problem.
I know, but
I don't think it's
it jokingly,
the case.
Joe. I do say with the Chiefs and stuff. I say it jokingly because I know it upsets you. But when you see a story like this come out, you can't help but think, man, is Terry Rozier the only guy that's doing this?
I get it.
And I hope he is. I hope it's an isolated incident. But they said the same thing with that ref, that Donahue, hopefully he's the only guy that's doing it.
Hey, guy's going through a hard time. Guy's got financial problems. Guy gets in with something. He can't get out of it. They tell him just do it a couple of times. You'll have no problem getting away with it. You get away with it once, then you think you can do it a few times. No, man, everybody's talking about it. And I understand, but I'd like to think when I watch games, I never have before. I see the score, but I see the Heat win by 8 last night. I didn't go right to what the over/under was or what the spread was or over/under on Norman Powell to score last night in that game. I just, hey man, it was a great game, great finish.
Most of those guys are making so much money that you'd think that. You would hope it wouldn't be an issue, right?
I really just feel like this can be terrible to say because I don't wish bad on anybody. But a couple guys need to get the max penalty to really make it crystal clear before you decide to do this.
Well, I think they made it pretty clear Terry's in a whole lot of trouble.
And just blowing a whistle on a couple more guys isn't
Yeah.
enough. Like you need to, Hey man, I get it, and I felt it over listen. Everybody feels it now, and now I think, like you said, Woody, all the leagues got to deal with this because of Terry Rozier. Well, you got a player that's active on a roster, not that he's playing, and you got a head coach. That's the worst part of this whole thing. And they're going, well, he wasn't really. That wasn't a gambling. That was crooked, illegal poker games, huge ones.
The Damon Jones thing is interesting, too, because he's going around giving guys inside info, right? And that one is like you wonder how much that's happening because that's not,
That's the one you can't control.
That's dicey, right?
You can't control that. Hey, Joe, how's Danny doing? He's fine. His arm's hurting him a little bit, but I don't know. Probably going to try to run the ball more, I mean, right? Everybody's looking for something from the key guys.
That's why the Damon Jones part of that thing is a little bit.
But
I know people are always going to get info, right?
Everybody's looking to get, an edge on this, and
I want the edge on the casino, right? Isn't that what was Mike Florida's take on Friday? Was so bizarre on that.
By the way, I will just say this: Vegas, at the end of the day, is going to win.
Oh, of course.
Mike was like, you might have your nights, but you ain't having your years. They're going to get you.
Mike goes, the casino's always got one up on us. Why can't we have one up on them? And it's like, well, Mike, they're running a business.
Yeah.
It's an entertainment business.
Those big buildings.
We're not at war with them. Like, it's an entertainment business.
Those big buildings and what Seminoles are paying the state of Florida, they're not just doing that because they love the state of Florida. It's big money. Big money across the board.
Such a weak excuse, too, to blame all the gambling sites. We have gambling sites. That's why this is. No, it's not.
Well, I will tell you this. It's a bad look when ownership decides to get in on these and buy these gambling. It's a bad look.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. Because I think there's
I don't know why they can't coexist, though.
There's always a perception like, oh, now you not only are you allowing gambling, which most people are glad that there's gambling now, but
most people are going to do it regardless, though. That's the funny thing about it, too. It's like,
but the owners go, I don't know which owners, but said, hey, man, this is good. I'd like to buy half your business. You're in.
They should be, man. They should be in bed with these companies because people are just going to go to bookies and do it regardless.
So you're buying half of something and people are going to be gambling. Part of it's going to be
I don't care who owns it. I don't care how tied in it is to the leagues. It doesn't justify players point shaving.
I think it's a bad look.
I don't.
I think it's a bad look.
I think it's a cop out. It just again like point shaving and having DraftKings as a sponsor is like I don't just different deals, man.
Hey, listen, those days are all done too. The gambling sites, they're all in. Everybody's taking everybody's money.
Yeah, they got sports books at the stadiums. A lot of them.
All right, hey, listen, we got a lot more stuff to get into today, man. I'm going to try to stay away from that, but Woody will not allow it to happen. He just gets going.
I even said, Joe, no point spreads today. You went right out the Canes point spread. You hit me with that.
Well, as soon as I said it, you get your eyes, you just lit up on me.
No, I said not today.
All right, hey, we got a lot of winning going on here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for your teams, man. We don't get to say that a lot. Got a lot of other stuff going on. We got a good game tonight on Monday Night Football. Chiefs. Getting a little closer, making a little run here, but it's not going to be easy. The Broncos and the Chargers are not going to make this thing easy on them. And Lane Kiffin, how about the Lane Kiffin? Who'd ever thought we'd be talking halfway through a college football season? And Lane Kiffin, a little more than half, and Lane Kiffin is the hottest name in college football right now. Crazy. All right. Hey, hurricane season's coming, man. It's still here. Don't give up yet. Hey, keep your eyes open. Protect your home with Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing while you're at it. You got an old leaky roof. You've been waiting, hoping to get through one more season. Replace your old roof now and pay later. That'll make it a lot easier. Loctite Impact offers the highest quality roofing materials with a lifetime warranty, plus thousands of 5-star reviews. Save big on their legendary state-of-the-art Impact Windows and Doors. Hey, Impact Windows is low as $6 per window per month installed. Don't wait for the next storm. You can visit LoctiteImpact.com. Again, LoctiteImpact.com. Call 954-500-LOCK covering all of South Florida, doing great work. Their staff is fantastic. They'll get you started. Check them out today. Loctite Impact Windows, Doors, and Roofing. Welcome back. Great Sunday, by the way, for the Miami Dolphins. And then coming home, and Miami Heat look fantastic. This is going to be a fun year. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch a different style Heat basketball team. I have no idea what the record's going to be, but it's a nice start. Win their last 2 games, score 146 against Memphis, come back home and beat the Knicks.
They're missing their best player.
And they're missing,
right?
They're missing one of their top
Their
guys.
all-star, whatever you want to call them.
No, there's no question. I
won't do best player thing this morning.
But I got it's great. And Jaime Jaquez, what a great story. I guess Norman Powell, we were hoping he would look like the guy from last year. He does. Bam. Taking a real leadership off to a nice start. And but man, I just think a couple of things. First of all, just not going through the whole Jimmy Butler. This time last year, the Jimmy Butler stuff was kind of starting. It had started before with the team, and I think they finally put their foot down a little bit. But he's gone. And these guys, I'm guessing they don't miss him, man. They're not gone, man. We don't have Jimmy. They're like, hey, great opportunity. We like our team. Spo's done a great job so far. Great job with this group. And
they've gone through a lot of stuff over there, man, more than usual. But hopefully things are starting to settle down here right after this Terry thing blows over.
Yeah, they seem fine. They know what? They're like, hey, we support Terry, but we got a basketball game. That's how I kind of took it. Hey, we wish Terry only the best. He's a good teammate, but we got to move on. I mean, we're not going to sit here and, hey, coach, I'm going to miss practice today. I want to go see Terry. You know, I don't think they're going to be going through that right now. Man, it's about winning, and they know people don't think they're going to be that great a team. So good motivation. I think they all believe in the guy that's running the show. That's for sure. And then guys getting more playing time, and hoping some guys bounce back from off years. Jaime Jaquez is one, man. He looks like a different guy. What's he averaging? 15, 16 points a game through the first 3 games. He just shooting a higher percentage. He just got himself ready to go. And they said, hey, I had a bad year, lost playing time.
A lot of credit to Spo, though, man. He finds a way to get a lot out of these guys.
He does, man. He deserves it. And then on top of that, of course, this Dolphins team. And listen, yesterday, you heard earlier, if you're listening, Mike McDaniel.
It was a well-coached weekend, Joe.
It was. But I got to tell you, man, Mike's job is get the team ready. Check. They're ready to go.
You surprised about that, by the way?
Yes.
That they didn't check out on him completely?
No, I wasn't.
Because I don't know if you obviously you don't see the Twitter, but there's all rumors flying that, some of the team is lost. The relationship with Tua is not great. Like, there's all this stuff flying around. Again, you don't know what's true, right?
I know that I told you last week they haven't quit on the team. When he came out and said he's right. They're playing hard. They're not playing very well, but they're playing really hard. And to bounce back from one of the worst games Mike's ever been part of as a head coach, maybe the worst one in his 4 years, considering I don't think Cleveland Browns are very good.
I mean, that's one of the worst games just in recent memory.
And you don't score a touchdown in the game. And then on top of that, you bounce back and have one of the best games I can remember, a complete game. We're talking about put together a complete game. We're talking about your best players playing well. And then the game plans around the board and the guys they played with, they got them involved. Mike put some plays that just totally confused the Atlanta Falcons defense. I mean, totally. Start one way, come back to the other. Blockers out in front, well-executed play. So, hey, man, I thought the coaching, play calling, and the players' performances together. And, man, don't think it doesn't matter. Those guys were jacked up and talking about Thursday night. Now, we'll see, man. We'll see. They're going to step up in competition, in my opinion, especially on the offensive side of the ball. If Lamar's playing, they're going to step up in a big way. I saw both tight ends are back.
It does seem like the plan is to play Lamar on Thursday. At least that's what the
big horse is back. The big horse is running. And
not that his practice status, I guess, doesn't mean anything this week, though, right? We found that out.
well,
They hit us with full participant on Friday, and then he didn't play.
So what did they say? He was a backup quarterback all week.
He was taking reps like the practice squad or something. They put him as a full participant, which I guess is a no-go.
So now they're saying
not supposed to do that.
And then I heard they're like, we were afraid he wouldn't be able to make it through both games, so we decided to take the second one, give him a few more days off. So listen, whatever it is,
we call that load management.
Whatever it is, they want to keep him healthy for whatever they have left. And I got to tell you, man, all of a sudden, that division is wide open again. That division.
The Ravens make the playoffs, it would be stunning. Truly stunning.
From 1-5 start.
I know they're good, man. They've been in that hunt every year for a Super Bowl with Lamar. But
before, again, they put themselves here, it wasn't just Lamar being out. There's other problems on that team. And like all Dolphin fans probably think the same thing. Okay, it was great. You did it, man. Can you do it again?
I just don't know which Dolphins we're getting, Joe. That's the problem. We get Browns Dolphins, where they just looked incompetent. We getting the one yesterday. We looked like the best team in football. Like, I don't know, which one are we getting?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, their psyche is going to be a lot better when they come out compared to here we go again. It's going to be, hey.
But where was this a few weeks ago?
Woody, I don't know.
They kept doing this. We got to look in the mirror and, we got to see what we're made of. And
same pep talk. I can't explain it. I won't even try. By the way, it didn't look like Tua had any problems seeing over offensive and defensive linemen yesterday. He had a nice clean pocket. The play action, because you're able to run the football, all that stuff helped. They got him outside the pocket a little bit, where he had some nice, easy, short throws. I listen, there are a lot of good things, man. And I give Mike and that coaching staff a lot of credit. Anthony Weaver on the defensive side, those guys got a lot better yesterday against that Atlanta Falcons offensive line. I thought they just controlled the game everywhere. They controlled the game. They never got that running game going. Matter of fact, the guy that was leading the league in total yards, or one of the top guys, he disappeared. I mean, they didn't do anything. Those guys were all over him. Linebacker, one guy in particular, just had a ridiculous game. Jordan Brooks, who's kind of taken a leadership with this team anyway. He kind of gets them going before the game. 10 tackles, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. Inches away, a foot away from a safety on top of it. They were getting after it. And Atlanta was in a lot of 3rd and longs and not looking real comfortable back there with the pressure that they were putting on people.
It's funny with the stuff that's coming in. I feel like fans don't even know what to think.
No, they don't.
And I'm kind of on that camp. It's just such a dramatic shift from.
I would start with this.
We saw a week ago, and it was like rock bottom, right? We said rock bottom, and then they go and play like that.
May never say anything like that.
Do the problems go away? That's the tough question here, man. And I know there were a lot of people that were kind of hoping this thing would bottom out. They'd get the first pick, and we had someone earlier text in that they could have the same record as the Jets.
Well, they had the second pick going into yesterday. Somebody told me they would have had the second pick.
They keep winning every time they inch closer to 500. But
hey, Woody, I know you hate this. They're gonna try to win every game
they're
gonna try to win every game. I told you that. My partner asked me on the air last night, you think they're gonna make any trades? I said, nope. They're all in on what they have. Let's go.
Oh, so you don't think they will?
Nope. I think they're going to go with what they have.
I mean, I still think regardless whether you're cleaning house or not, you still need to look towards the future a little bit, right? Because it's like, I don't want this one game to be like, oh, all of a sudden the roster's not flawed.
No, nobody's saying that. No, nobody should be saying that. Nobody. There's going to be a lot of new faces on this team, more than usual next year. There will be a lot of guys. The big question is, and it always starts with one position. Mm-hmm. That's the Tua position. Is that the guy we're going to get? Did everything you need to do. Now, you're not throwing a bunch of takeoffs. Don't get me wrong. But those deep crossing routes, those slants where he's real good, setting up and selling fakes, he's really good at. I got to tell you, he is really good at the fakes. He didn't have to. First play of the game, first pass play, blitz, and again, same mistakes. You're going, oh God, not again. And then that was it, man. That was it. That would be it for the game on that.
I got to tell you, I'd be very surprised if they're not active at the trade deadline.
All right.
I would be very surprised unless they go and beat Baltimore by 30. Then they're going to start selling us all that fool's gold again, right?
I don't think they're trying to sell anybody on anything. It's survival right now. It hasn't changed. It's 2-6.
They've been surviving for a while.
Well, they did. They did yesterday, and took a little the pressure off, because then now they're going, hey, some of the things we've been doing, they can work. See that, guys? They can work. Hey, you played better. I told you, man. We've been working. It can work. Worked against Atlanta. It can work next week. It can work in a few days. It can work against Buffalo the following week. All right. Hey, we got to go to break here. Run a little bit late. Never a problem. Not on a Monday morning. No problems at all. Now, when you're talking about Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage, hey, my good friend Michael Kotze at Choice Mortgage has an amazing offer. It's called Hometown Heroes Program. He's helping first responders such as law enforcement, healthcare professionals, educators, firefighters, and military vets with up to $35,000 in closing costs and down payment assistance with low fixed rates and no prepaid penalties. How about that? Give Michael a call on his cell at 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730. Learn more about the Hometown Heroes program. Hey, man, Michael Kotze, it's when it's about getting your mortgage, it's about helping you get some of the equity out of your home, whatever your situation is. Michael Kotze is about great service. The guy works 7 days a week. He's always working for you. Truly has no life. He's got 30-plus years of experience, and you can call or text him anytime. 561-441-2730. That's MLS 166254. Rates and terms subject to change, daily without notice. He's an equal housing lender. All right, Woody, what do you have for us here on a Monday morning?
All right, Joe, let's whip it around the NFL here, and we will start with the 1 o'clock games. The Jets find a way to
Gotta
beat
win.
the Bengals.
Mason Taylor. How
Mason
about that?
Taylor.
How about Mason Taylor? Way to go, Mace.
Stole one away there.
All right,
end
man.
there. Pass from Breece Hall. Boy, the Bengals stink.
How the hell did the Jets score that many points? God bless them, man.
Yeah, boy, that Bengals defense. Somebody's got to
pay for that.
Someone does have to pay for that, don't they?
We want blood. Boy, fans are on. We want blood.
The Patriots, we talked about that one, Joe. They took care of the Browns pretty easily there, 32-13. The Pats are 6-2. God. And Drake May continues rolling on here, man. Another 3-touchdown performance. Very efficient.
He
looks good.
He's a good-looking first-round pick so far, isn't he?
Yep.
Year two, not bad.
All right, Eagles and Giants. The Eagles won this game 38-20. There were a lot of injuries in this one, though. Both running backs got hurt in this game. Saquon Barkley had like a hamstring or a groin or something, they said. I think he's going to be okay. Scattaboo is not going to be okay. No. So
what did he do? Blow out his ankle?
Yeah.
Jeez.
A stinger there for people who
tough.
are riding that wave in fantasy.
Yeah. That was gonna come to a crashing halt, though.
All right, Bills and Panthers. Bills win this one 40-9. You know the common theme here with those last two games, Joe, is those are the two teams that the Dolphins lost to.
Yeah.
That we should have beaten.
Listen,
here at
man,
500.
If you try to figure out
like Jekyll and Hyde, man.
How the Falcons beat the Buffalo Bills, that team you saw yesterday?
I don't know. They're saying the Falcons are the best pass defense in the league statistically or something.
Yeah, no, they got good safeties, really good safeties.
Certainly didn't look like it yesterday,
but no, they got after him, man. What a great game plan, Mike McDaniel. What a game plan.
All right, Ravens get the win 30-16 over the Bears. Ravens are 2-5 coming into this one here.
Nobody's running away with that division, Woody.
No.
That's the way they got up this morning. They got May. Nobody's running away. Thank you, Pittsburgh.
All right, the Texans beat the 49ers 26-15. The Texans are creeping back towards 500 here.
That's a hard team to figure out. They got two personalities too.
49ers fall to 5-3. The Bucks took care of the Saints 23-3. There's a little talking going on.
Yeah, Baker said,
Baker
"I don't like
the
Saints." Why was he not a Saints fan? Did he ever say, "I don't like the Saints"?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, I'm liking him, man. He's got something to him, huh?
As long as the guys all got his back on all this stuff, like,
Yeah.
hey, Baker, how about take a week off from talking trash about this next team we're playing?
The Bucks are 6-2. I mean, they're as
Nice story.
good as anyone right now. The Broncos are 6-2. They waxed the Cowboys 44-24.
Wow.
Cowboys defense. Jeez, man.
Man, Denver.
That is rough.
Denver got really good really fast.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
They did.
Thought they were supposed to pay for a while after the Russell Wilson mistake.
Thought they were supposed to pay. Colts, they're not paying, Joe. The Colts might be the best team in football. I don't know where you put them here in this whole conversation.
Hey, man, nobody saw that one
7-1.
coming. Nobody saw that. They should be 8-0. Nobody saw that one coming.
They should be 8-0. They beat the Titans 38-14. The Titans are a mess.
Yes, they are.
I feel for Cam Ward over there. They're asking
Cam,
him to do an
hang in there,
awful lot.
Cam. Hang in there, Cam.
An awful lot.
Cam's going, I've never had this happen.
Yeah. Packers and Steelers. The Packers win this one 35-25. That was a late game yesterday. Steelers defense.
Especially in the second half. Those guys forgot to come back out.
Nicely done. All right, our final one here, Joe. We got a Monday night game, and we need your pick. And we'll get your tally here in just a second here.
All right.
Joe, you had a great week again. 6-1 last week against the spread. That brings you to 50-38 on the season. So you're killing it so far.
All right.
I don't know where you're getting all this info from.
Hey, stuff, man, I got a lot of stuff coming in from all my – no, I'm just kidding. I don't want to start that.
All right, well, give us another winner here, Joe. The Chiefs and Commanders tonight. The Chiefs are favored by 10.5. Total 48.5 there. The game's in Kansas City.
Starting quarterback's out. Right?
Yes, that is correct.
I'm gonna go Kansas City showing off tonight.
All right.
They're gonna
Gotta
send you
win
home
by
at
2
halftime.
touchdowns. All
Send
right.
you home in the third quarter. Get you to bed early
Yeah?
tonight. Get you to bed early tonight. Third quarter.
We're gonna watch a little baseball tonight. Who do you like tonight in the baseball game, by the way? I know you're locked in on this thing. So
I like it, but
So the Dodgers are minus 210 if you want to take them on the money line. They're pretty decent favorites here.
so the Dodgers got great starting pitching, and everything else is trash. They can score a lot of runs, but so can Toronto.
Trash, huh?
I don't say
I
that.
can tell
very
you're not a
often, no.
huge fan of them. Yeah, no, I know you don't use that a lot.
I just don't like the Dodgers.
I know, I can tell.
Scherzer.
You want the strikeout number? So Glasnow is at 5.5 is his strikeout total. Scherzer's at 4.5.
Yeah, I'm going Dodgers tonight.
You want to take the Dodgers? If you get them at minus 1.5, you get even money there. You want to do
I'll
that?
just take Dodgers.
Take them by 2.
Let's just say just pick
Dodgers
them.
on the money line.
Let's leave Vegas out of this, and I'm just gonna take the
Okay,
Dodgers.
so we'll
It
give you
kills
the
me to
Dodgers on
take
the
the
money line.
Dodgers. Kills me. You know, Shohei's always capable of one of those crazy.
You think this is the night? Do we take him on a home run?
This might be one of the nights that he just somebody gets the souvenirs might be flying tonight.
Okay,
in,
so we're
right
taking
field and right
Ohtani
center.
anytime home run and the Dodgers to win outright. Is your
I'm
parlay
not
for
a
the
prop
night?
bet guy. I'm an anti-prop bet.
Yeah, but you just said that that's what you would take tonight. So
I
that's what
just
we're going to put down.
Told
Put
you
that
what was
down.
going to happen, jerky.
Put down Ohtani home run and Dodgers money line, please. Good picks.
All right. What else you have?
That's all I need you to pick. We had a lot of stuff in college football over the weekend, by the way,
Boy,
including one loser fired.
well, we got one loser fired, but we got Lane Kiffin. The call's coming into his agent like, hey,
It's the same agent. He guys all have that one agent.
Lane Kiffin is like, he's got to be Florida's first choice. He has to be.
You would think.
100%.
Lane Kiffin has to be your first choice. No matter whatever little things that he does that might rub you the wrong way or not always warm and fuzzy, that guy can coach.
He's done a nice job over there. No question.
Ole Miss probably can they're going to throw a ton more money at him, or is he just, I don't know, man. Which job's better if LSU job pops up or the Florida job?
Can we call it a push?
Jamie's going F you. The
Yeah.
Florida job. He's a Gator.
Well, they're both pretty good, right? They're both, I
Yes.
would say, equal.
LSU
Almost
can
equal.
get some kids, yes.
Yeah, Florida probably
That's
can,
not
too.
his problem. That guy's just a complete ass clown. That's his problem.
Boy, they got video of him just chewing out his staff.
Did
on the
he
sideline.
really? Are you the one that told me that he?
Yeah, he turned to like the special teams guy and he goes, that'll effing get you fired.
Oh, he said that will get you
Yeah.
fired. Like, don't let it happen again. But he didn't say
He
you're
got
fired.
fired, but
Just not a very likable guy. And the
No.
guys from Notre Dame didn't like him. I don't know. Just haven't heard good things about him. I always go
the
by
sad
guys that
thing is,
played
though,
for
it's
him.
like you feel great that he got fired because he's a bad guy, but he gets $54 million.
He wins.
He
He's
does
another
win.
guy.
Yep.
The old Jimbo Fisher club just gets bigger and bigger.
We gotta stop with these buyouts in college football, man. My God.
Why?
They're unbelievable, these buyouts.
You have to go all in to get these guys. Their agents protect them at the end of these contracts just in case you get the hot button to want to get rid of them.
I guess I just feel like LSU as a university could do a whole heck of a lot more with $54 million than pay Brian Kelly.
It's in his contract. What are you going
I
to do?
know.
And if you don't put in the contract and
They
you
won't
think
come. Yep.
and you think other teams are going to get them and kind of the same money, then there's some good jobs. So
Mhm.
they're saying that Texas job going to open up too. Did you see that? Man, that Texas job's going to be a good one. Whew. Yeah, all that stuff. Professional football, other new professional football league, man, is what that is. Freaking college coaches making NFL coaches money. Now all of a sudden we got starting quarterbacks in college football making more than backups. And some of the young guys in the NFL, like you can't make that up. Yeah. By the way, I appreciate Mario saying that too. Like, yeah, it's professional football, man. That's 1 year free agents in college. Hey, we got the 8 o'clock hour coming up. I believe Omar Kelly is going to join us from the Miami Herald. We'll have him. Right now, I want to talk to you about a couple of guys. And Harvey, I talked to him last night. Harvey and Gary, I'm talking about when I say that, I'm talking about Harvey Cohn and Gary Judah. Yeah, talking about the partners of Cohn and Judah Injury Law Firm, personal injury attorneys here in South Florida. But I want to let you know they're also huge Dolphin fans. Not that that matters, but they've been a part of our community, and they've been working for a long time. 30 years of experience each, big enough to go to trial and get you multi-million-dollar results, small enough just to call you back. Hey, the same partners who will handle your case from start to finish. Now, I said this, a couple of people have called them about it, and listen, I'm telling you, if you've been injured in an automobile accident or a slip and fall, and you saw one of those ads on TV, and you like the guys in the nice suits walking to their Learjet, or you like the guy walking in his real nice office, walking towards the camera, or you like guys holding their dogs and telling you how to treat your pets. Hey, that's all great, but I want to let you know in some cases, those guys won't be handling your cases. They're going to do the handoff, and not the NFL handoff or college football handoff. They're doing the legal handoff. You know what that is? That's where, hey, I'm on my name's on the law firm, but no, I'm not going to handle your case. But it's great to have you. I'm going to have my other one, the handoff attorneys, take care of you. Don't you worry. They'll take good care of you. Then all of a sudden you call them to get an update because you're in pain and not feeling great. And wait a second. Nobody's calling me back. Well, I can tell you this. One thing you're going to find out when you go to ConanJudah.com, read the reviews. Those are partners who you can always get a hold of. Go to ConanJudah.com, 866 fair fee. And remember this, they don't pay other lawyers to do the work you hired them to do.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the price. See through our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Starting with the Dolphins, who blew out the Falcons 34-10. Tua threw 4 touchdowns in the win. Miami will have a short week to host the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Week 8 will wrap up tonight with the Chiefs and Commanders. Over to the Heat, who beat the Knicks in their home opener by a final of 115-107. Next up, Miami will host the Hornets tomorrow night. To the Canes, who checked in at 10 in the AP poll after their win over Stanford. Miami will head to Dallas on Saturday to play SMU. Kickoff is at noon. And in baseball, the Dodgers and Blue Jays will meet for Game 3 of the World Series, tied at a game apiece. The first pitch is at 8 from Dodger Stadium. The Joe Rose Show continues now.
Damn, did we need this? Did you guys earn it? So let's go get this, take this win 2 and make it win 3 real fast. How about that? Guess what on the Oprah of Game Balls? Everybody's getting
It's momentum, man. Momentum. They come in bunches, man. Let's come back to work. Let's get this damn win. It feel good. Let's get it on Thursday. Let's keep rolling, baby. Let's go, y'all. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. Loud and proud, man. Make this the best one yet. Hey, Dolphins on 3. Dolphins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
I was inside the Dolphins locker room after their 34-10 win over Atlanta. We're heading out to the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Shop over 2,000 Toyotas on sale at one location. Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood and Sheridan. ToyotaofHollywood.com, Joe.
All right, let's go right to Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist. And Omar, have you ever seen anything change from how bad they were a week ago to being one of the best games they've played in a long, long time?
Really was a gut check. They needed to show that they hadn't quit on Mike, that Cleveland game and Cleveland loss was an aberration. It was just a poop storm of everything that could have gone wrong, did go wrong. And you followed up a week later against the Falcons, and everything that could go right did go right. And you were facing a ton of adversity. Your offensive line was still garbage. You were down 2 of your top weapons in terms of Darren Waller and Tyreek Hill being gone. You got chemistry issues with your offensive linemen. The run game's been inconsistent. Yeah. The defense has been trash. Special teams have been relatively inconsistent. And for one Sunday, you put it all together.
And then all of a sudden, he puts together one of the best game plans. And by the way, everybody was great. I don't want to leave out the defense, but Mike McDaniel's play calling was unbelievable. The confusion, Omar, I'd never seen so many guys open on something that just was short and so easy, and yet so much confusion. And they got in picks and rubs and everything else. It just looks so well coached and able to score a lot of points.
Yeah, and what's odd is that this is the best pass defense secondary in the NFL. So people will think that, oh, well, they weren't that good, or, Kirk Cousins is washed, and he didn't play well. They certainly didn't. But what is their excuse for how they played Bijan Robinson? It was just an ultimate very good win for this team. It's sad to say this, Joe, and it's a little bit too late, but it's odd to see the defense that you expected all season show up 8 weeks into the season.
It's a great call by you, because they looked like a different group up front last night too. And Jordan Brooks was just sensational. Not to handpick one guy there, but I tell you, he was the leader of the pack on that defense of a bunch of guys that played well.
Definitely. Jordan's one of the few players that you can say, Jordan, Patrick Paul, Devon Achane, you could put even Jalen Waddle in that group.
Yep.
Few players that have really, Rasul Douglas, have really played up to your expectation, if not exceeded it. Now, the rest of the team, the jury's still out.
Yeah. Hey, so Frank Smith down on the side, and when I hear that before the game, they go, hey, Frank's going down and going to be on the field. So when I'm a quiet guy, you may know him differently, but when I see him at the hotel and stuff, He was animated. His role to make sure guys were good, pick them up, pep talk them a little bit, whatever he needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it doesn't mean it doesn't teach a guy how to run. It doesn't teach a guy how to block or throw a ball. But I thought it was pretty good stuff on the side. I liked it. That was good.
You know what's odd, Joe? Mike McDaniel threatened change, and everything was going to change, and the depth chart was still going to be figured out. Competition. Yeah. Literally, the only change from Cleveland to Atlanta was Frank Smith's arms. And congratulations to them for helping problem solve something that Tua, confesses is an issue, like the operation management. A little bit too much was put on Tua's plate. And so finally, they have somebody on the bench. They have somebody on the field that can help orchestrate the operation and guys going in the game where you're going to play. And obviously that's the role of the offensive coordinator. And what they did is they just put Bobby Slowick up in the booth and put Frank Smith on the sideline, and it worked. Now the question is was this the ultimate fix, or was just that an aberration?
Well, I'll tell you, I want to Tua has taken a lot of heat, had his 4 touchdowns, made some great throws, but I got to tell you, his play action fakes to set up.
Yeah.
He got my head looking one way when he did those fake pumps, and like he was setting it up to go one way with somebody in motion and going to get the ball and then come back the other way on a screen inside or outside. It was beautiful, man, including that touchdown of 20 yards to Gordon.
Play action fakes, RPO, are Tua's wheelhouse. He throws that slanty through the Waddle. I mean, I think there's a clip on Twitter where they're showing you the same slant in the same stadium at Alabama.
Crazy.
And that's his wheelhouse. Play action game is where he's at his best. The problem is when you're trailing big, or when you have to pass, when you absolutely have to pass, it puts him in a very disadvantage. He's at a disadvantage because he needs to be able to fake a linebacker out and make him move a couple of feet over in one direction, as opposed to just having that linebacker or that safety staring him down, waiting for him to throw the ball.
Hey, Omar, I felt like a lot of the rookies had a breakthrough finally in the game. Ollie Gordon, by the way, Ollie Gordon, Mr. First Down now his name. Ollie Gordon, the first down maker. This guy, strong, bounced out on one, almost broke it. But he wasn't the only one. I just felt like the D-line, the young guys played a lot better.
Not just the D-line. Jonah Savaiinaea played his best game in the NFL yesterday.
Yep.
I say this consistently, and people, I try not to beat up on everybody, Joe. Like, I'm not going to beat up on a rookie until we get to the midseason. So Jonah was given grace. Kenneth Grant was given grace. Even Jason Marshall Jr., Ollie Gordon, they were all struggling. Dante Trader, they were all struggling, but the team was committed to continuing to invest in those players. And the hope was that they would get a return in the second half of the year when the game speed had been adjusted to, when these guys had realized, hey, this game isn't too big for me. It's the same one I've been playing since Pop Warner. And you're stuck. Kenneth Grant had been making progress that was the third straight week Kenneth Grant had been making progress. They simplified things for him, just asked him to do simple things. He was able to master them, and he's doing well in that role. Jonah Savaiinaea, Jonah has been struggling all season, but he's gone from 8 bad plays a game to 7 to 6 to 5 to 4 to 3. And the hope is that he will show you that he's an NFL starter by the time the season is over. Right now, he's probably one of the worst NFL starters, but there's still upside. There's still potential. I'm excited to see what happens to him when Austin Jackson and James Daniels return, which I believe is a couple of weeks away.
Yeah. Dante Trader lost all his playing time. We don't see that a lot on this team, but he, because of injury, and I don't know if he's part of the deal anyway, made some nice plays last night. Was around the ball. There's another guy, but nice bounce back from a guy that lost all his snaps.
He actually lost all his snaps because of his shoulder injury. They didn't want to put him out there and have him suffer a setback.
Gotcha.
So they kept him as an emergency safety. And then when a lot of guys went down in that game, I believe Ashton Davis went down. Ife Melifonwu suffered an injury. Even Minka Fitzpatrick suffered an injury. Dante was forced into the action, but he's got a shoulder injury that they really don't want to, get worse. And that's Anthony Weaver told us that's the only reason he didn't play last week is because of the shoulder injury. And right now they're trying to wait. They're trying to make sure that the shoulder settles down before they put him back in the action. But he's on that Jonah Savaiinaea, Kenneth Grant program. He is the starting safety for this team.
I think it helps all those rookies, the fact that they've been told, as long as you're busting your ass every day, you're going to play. You don't have to look over your shoulder. We told you we are all in. We know things haven't gone well. We knew some of this was going to happen. As long as you don't lose your confidence and you play hard and you work hard, we're going to stick with you. I think it's helped them.
It probably has. I don't like the approach myself, but hey, if I don't like the approach because I always feel like the best man should play. Now, does that happen all the case in the NFL? Absolutely not. I didn't even like the change from Quinn Ewers to Kyle Wilson back to the number 2 quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
If we are making an investment in young people and young players, what the hell are you playing Zach Wilson for? Yeah. What the hell is he active for? Yeah. Now it's a competition, okay, but for all these other guys, Jason Marshall Jr. and Dante Trader and Kenneth Grant and Jordan Filton, they're not a competition.
No.
But now with the quarterback, it's a competition. It doesn't make any sense to me, Joe.
I'm kind of with you, by the way, on that. I don't get this. Like, how much can you see to make a difference? Just go with one guy or the other. You got one guy under contract, to your point.
Yeah.
He's your guy on the cheap. Take advantage of it. If it's that close, what are we doing? You're right. What are we doing?
We need to see if he could be the backup for the future.
Yeah.
Like, he signed for 4 years, $4.3 million, 4 years. Zach Wilson is signed for 1 year, $6 million.
And he ain't coming back.
He ain't coming back.
No way.
So what do you invest in snaps in him for?
Yeah. Hey, finally, I've been getting it last night on the way home and this morning, dude.
Mm-hmm.
What happens now? We play the Ravens. So which team shows up? I said, I don't know, man. I can't figure it out. I said, if they play the way they did yesterday and have that kind of same game plan, and if they start believing, they'll have a chance. But, what do you expect Thursday night if Lamar's back or like he's expected to be?
I definitely expect Lamar to be back just because it's a South Florida homecoming. That's always important to all these players. The question is, will he be healthy? Will he be scrambling Lamar? And certainly you definitely don't want to play scrambling Lamar. I hope and I think this defense might have figured something out. Like, if they actually have figured something out and are respectable, just decent. They don't need to be top 10, top 5. Just be average. I think this team can win games. Now, the problem is most in South Florida don't want them to win games because they want change and they want the first draft pick and they want this and they want that. But listen, I've learned this. I was on the Tank for Tua campaign, and I have learned, just like winning is a culture, losing is a culture. And it's a culture that you can learn.
Yeah, I agree, man. You're talking to the guy, even when they start all this, I want to win every game. I know people get pissed because they want a higher pick. And do you know what's out there?
Yeah.
Have you studied it? I go, no, I want to win games, man. I don't want to just keep losing. And because, man, it's hard to win. Nothing's easy about winning. Look at yesterday. I think just when you start feeling good and friggin' Jets get a win. How the hell did that happen? The Jets beat. Yeah, you just never know, man. It's crazy. Omar, thank you, man. Really appreciate it. And take care of yourself.
All right, guys.
Omar Kelly, Miami Herald Dolphins columnist, joining us. Hey, right now, I want to talk to you about my main man. Yeah, my main man, not the main man. Well, same guy. Hey, if you're tired of all the headaches, are you tired of being tired? If you just all these things, tired of the stress every day? Yeah, you own a business, and it's always something. And you've had it a long time. Don't get me wrong. The business has been good to you. The business has been good to you. And the wife has said, I hate seeing you like this. Please sell it so we can do some different things. Maybe it's time. Well, the main man, Anthony Caliendo at the Business Broker Experts, is the best business broker in the state of Florida. He's got some programs that nobody else has, man, that can make a big difference in getting it done. Anthony doesn't just list businesses, he packages them to sell, making him really number one. Man, he works all the businesses, doesn't matter what size, doesn't matter, again, how specialized it is. There's a lot of people moving to South Florida looking to buy businesses just like yours. I'm telling you right now, he's got a portfolio full of people looking to buy businesses. And if you think you might be ready and you want to sit down and put in and the sweat you put into your business, hire an expert, and you're going absolutely the best, man. Hey, I'm going to let you know Anthony will craft a rock solid exit strategy so you can flip your business and cash out big, man. I'm telling you right now, if you think you're ready, call 1-800-THE-MAIN-MAN and speak to Anthony Caliendo, the main man, today. That's 1-800-THE-MAIN-MAN. Hello, Anthony Caliendo. I don't know about you, man. I need a little sports therapy, and we got a whole bunch of it here in South Florida starting Friday, right through yesterday with Dolphins getting a win on the road against Atlanta. Did not see that one coming. Not like that. That was an ass whooping. And then on top of that, the Heat taking care of the Knicks last night. What a great start for them. My God, put 146 points on Memphis. I mean, my God, that was crazy. And then able to pull away from the Knicks in the second half yesterday and getting in from Norman Powell and Bam and Jaime Jaquez. A lot of good stuff, man. A lot of good stuff. Bench last night for the Heat. Great 44-21 advantage. Yeah, this thing, somebody forgot to tell the Heat, hey, we're those guys are great. You guys think whatever you want. We think we got a really good basketball team here, man. I think that Jimmy Butler stuff that we had, you realize how crazy it was a year ago? How crazy was it? It didn't start right away, did it? Before he
it did. It started at
did he start standing in the corner like not doing anything and pouting?
So what happened was, you remember back to they had the media day, the training camp stuff like prior, and then they asked him about his contract, right? And he was basically said, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you and go out and get the contract.
It started when Riley called him out.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. You didn't know that immediate day.
You probably
it was
knew.
Inside him.
You probably knew he was not going to take that very well. Jimmy's not the kind of guy you would think would really respond to a public call out, but
he met his match. Because Pat Riley went, hey.
No, they had a nice little contest between the two of them. But yeah, so he said that at the media day. He was like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just here to play. And it snowballed.
Hey, by the way, didn't Jimmy make some stupid comment about Pat? He better not come around me or something.
I think Jimmy did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I
was not good, man. Not a good situation.
What are you going to do? Hit him? And second of all, this guy's done more in his life than you'll ever do in a game of the NBA. Not even close. So anyway, that's all gone.
Boy, you really dislike him.
Not like Jimmy Butler. I'm not sure I like Golden State anymore because of Jimmy Butler. Well, that's a long way to go when you grow up with Nate Thurman and Al Attles. All right. I might have gone too far.
Is he one on your list now?
No, man. I don't.
You were pretty hard on the Dodgers earlier, too.
No. I let that stuff go. I let all that stuff go. I'm so good about
You're still bringing it up to this day.
So. I know. Well, I just think, hey, man, that's gone. I think those guys had to say all the right things because they didn't know how this thing was going to end, and they had to answer questions. I think after a while, and this goes back to when Jimmy's supposed to do interviews and he's telling Bam, I don't feel like doing it. I mean, Jimmy Butler was getting to be out of control, high maintenance. He was. I heard all the stories. People are telling me stuff, man. It was getting bad, and listen, part of it, the Heat gave into. Letting him stay at his own place.
You have to, though, don't you? If you want a star like that on your team.
Is that what everybody's getting? Maybe they are, man.
Probably, right?
I'm not going to travel
a little different
with
for
the
LeBron,
team.
Right?
Hey, do you mind if I come tomorrow so I can do an event and then I'll meet you up there?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to tennis, eat some hot dogs, and then, try to play for tonight if I'm not sick. Anyway, yeah.
Omar was, said yesterday on Twitter that he thinks like Malachi Toney and his, next NIL deal could make more than an NFL second-round pick. So, these guys are making so much money before they get to the pros. It's just, I think there's going to be a little bit of diva in a lot of guys, man.
Hey,
they're making that kind of money.
Can I just tell
18,
you one guy,
19.
or he just turned 18. One guy not to worry about, but you're right. Malachi's going to make some money. Yes, that deal, whatever deal was done, is going to be renegotiated.
Price is not today's price. Yes. No, the market is the market. I think Tua coined that one. Yeah.
So Malachi is. By the way, this thing that we're seeing at the University of Miami,
pretty good.
So
2 more years of it.
Yeah. By the way, he blocks as hard as he does everything else as far as getting the ball. And he wants to – it's like he's back in high school. Like, I'll return it, I'll throw it, I'll catch it. And, hey, man, he loves doing it all. And he's usually the smallest guy in the field. He's 180 pounds. And this is exactly what he did at American Heritage Plantation. except he's doing it against the best players.
Mhm.
Every game, you could argue that he's the best player. Even in the loss, you go, well, he's Florida State. Well, he's the best player today. And by the
they
way,
got him
now
back there returning punts. They just want the ball in his hands.
of course. So what a great pickup. And I know coaches, never going to give in and say, yeah, I've never had anything like this, because you've had other really good freshmen and you can't say that, but we can.
Nah, this guy seems different.
Hey, man, Ruben Bain came in, was unbelievable too. Ruben Bain came in and by the way, probably going to be, if he keeps playing the way he is right now, going to be rewarded as one of the top 3 or 4 or 5 picks in the NFL draft, right? He's chewing dudes up. So, but yeah, this Malachi thing, just a 2 punt return, 70-something yards. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I hope they keep him. Please keep him off the kickoff return. That's all I ask. Do not let him get on the kickoff return. I don't let other guys do that. What have you noticed how violent the kickoff and kickoff return? The league is so fraudulent on this topic. It is so bad. The hits, I find myself going, and Jimmy's, calling, like, oh, you can hear the hits. Nobody's blocking for anybody. Nobody gets a square shot. They're running even with them. Then they run past them. And 3 or 4 guys got a clean shot. Not every time, but a lot of times. And the guy just gets drilled carrying the ball. And he gets up and you can tell, like, man, is everything okay? Am I just hurting a little bit?
They don't care about player safety, Joe, but what they do care about are getting points on the board. And the kickoff has certainly helped that, right?
I think all the returns, we were talking at dinner actually about that. And I said, I like it, man.
It's made it a whole heck of a lot easier to score.
Not everybody's aboard on the new kickoff return, but
you see these field goal kickers again, man.
I didn't see what they did.
It's yesterday. Like if you get to midfield, you're in field goal range. It's insane.
I think most of the NFL kickers have told their coaches when they warm up, because they don't usually try one from 60, but most of them stop at 54, 55 yards, and they make it. And there's always a lot of room to clear, always, including our 2 guys. And I think they go back to the coach, the special teams coach, who's out there watching them warm up, so he can tell the coach, hey, we're in a 62. Can he make it? He goes, yeah, he's got a chance. He can do it. I think everybody, I'll get you, maybe not 100%, but 90-something% of the kickers in the NFL have told their coach, I mean, this is no win, just that they're good to go from 60, 61, 62 yards. They can make it. And then we got guys who are going to be flirting with, 7-0 coming up to win it at the end of the game. Perfect condition, weather conditions. I like it, though, man. I like it that it allows people right to the end. You got to get stops, and, you can't give up a lot of first downs. And by the way, all of a sudden, that 3-point lead or 2-point lead with just a few seconds left, you're going, you know what? We got to try to score at the other end instead of kick that field goal to take the lead. We might have left them too much time. So, strategy has changed, man, on the kickoff and the kickoff return. But I like it overall, man. I do. I like it. I like seeing returns. I got nothing out of seeing touchbacks over and over where the ball goes to the back of the end zone, or they kick it out of the end zone. Or occasionally a guy will kick it through the uprights, and you go, wow, that was impressive. All right, we'll go to break. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Now, man, it's like, bring it out. Those guys kick it right down to the goal line, and here we go. Try to get what you can. Some line drive kicks. I saw some of those line drive kicks with that little knuckle in them. Those guys struggle to get it. And by the way, if you drop it and pick it up, you're probably screwed, because those guys are flying down the field, and it's going to save you 15 or 20 yards on the returns. Anyway, by the way, this Lane Kiffin thing too. Lane Kiffin, whatever you think of his personality, did you see the documentary on Lane Kiffin? Stop drinking. Apparently was a big drinker. Stop drinking. Changed. He said he's matured a lot. He's learned, Well, I'll tell you what. He is one hell of a coach. And there's 2 jobs open up right now. LSU, Brian Kelly, one of the great ass clowns of coaching of all time. And that Florida job opened up here.
He's had a weird road, though, Lane Kiffin.
Doesn't he have one more stop? He used to say USC was the job he wanted. That didn't work out. He got fired.
Right, but
on
he
the
bounced
plane.
around for you.
No, he's bounced around. Look at he took the Raiders job and
Yeah.
and everybody told him Al Davis this is not good. Al Davis damn near ruined his career. Said, "Oh, he's a bad guy. I made a mistake."
He ended up in Boca.
Came to Boca, rehabbed his career.
Yeah.
And man, I got to tell you, he is. Ole Miss was not exactly an SEC power.
They are now.
And I think right now.
So that conference is what, 2 jobs open already?
Already with
And we're
big
at the,
buyouts.
halfway point of the season, give or take.
Another guy going to get 50 going out the door.
54. God, he's such a mutant, that guy.
You know what? We were just talking about this. What's a better job? And I don't know enough about LSU except it's had great tradition and seems like they've always got really good teams. It's obviously football is.
They got a lot of guys running around on Sundays, though.
Yeah, they do. LSU's got a lot of receivers running around.
Yep.
All the good ones. Ohio State and LSU got like all the receivers in football now, right?
They got a quarterback that can't stay healthy.
But he's good.
Was there for a minute.
No, that offense was a fun year. Smoking Joe there.
Boy, the Bengals stink.
Lane Kiffin.
They're showing these highlights now. Can you imagine allowing the Jets to come back like that?
Joe Flacco's going, what
At
do I need
home.
to do, man? Yeah, crazy.
39 points to the Jets.
Jets coming back
That's
to beat
brutal.
you. Not a couple of
Not smart by the Jets, to be quite honest, but
they're trying to win too. They're probably having the same talks
know.
up here. They're probably part of their.
I'm guessing their fan base isn't celebrating that win.
But I got to
New
tell
York
you
this
something.
morning, but
drafts have not always been great to the New York Jets. And I don't think it's the drafts as bad as I think it's the coaching and that organization.
We're in that boat a little bit. When
Yes,
it comes
we
to
are.
drafts.
We are a little bit. We are a little bit in that, but we don't want to get too much into that. We want to make sure we give our guys a chance to get rolling. We got to get some guys going here in this second half of the season.
There you go. We're creeping back into the hunt.
I didn't say that, Woody.
No?
When I'm not talking about getting back in the hunt. When you're 2-6, you can't talk about that.
Well,
no.
Can you beat the Ravens? I don't know.
They think
it's a tough one.
They think they can. No question, they think they can.
Be nice if Lamar could sit one more week, but get
All right.
healthy.
All right, man.
Don't you think? Just get healthy. Really heal up.
I've always said I want to see all the. I love seeing all the really good guys play. I love when Brady played here. I wanted to see him play. Turns out, might be the greatest player of all time.
Yep.
We got to see him a lot.
Yes, we did.
He didn't always win down here. He had one of the worst records down here, but it was.
He did a lot of winning, though.
He did a lot of winning. Yes, he did. Hey, I want to talk to you about a winning moment, if you don't mind. Dr. Barry and his staff at Recovery Unplugged. Hey, it happens. It hadn't happened to every guy, and some of you guys have gone through life, and it's been good the whole way through. You got your act together, and I know I've been off the road a few times to the left and to the right a little bit there, man, and hey, you go through marriages, you go through jobs, you're trying to figure out your life. What are you going to do? And next thing you know, you're in a funk. Boy, you can't get out of that funk. And it took a while for me. And listen, mental health is part of the deal. Recovery Unplugged, Behavioral Health has a beautiful mental health residential program in Fort Lauderdale. Dr. Barry and the staff at Recovery Unplugged want to help you, really do. And for 12 years, they've helped over 20,000 people heal with expert clinical team of innovative treatments like ketamine therapy for depression, anxiety, and trauma. If you or someone you love needs a winning strategy, if you're listening and you're going through it right now, pick the phone up, 954-737-4508. Hey, man, reach out for some help. Visit recoveryunplugged.com. Everyone, and I mean everyone, deserves a great season in life. I call it a second chance. Recovery Unplugged. Heal out loud.
I'm Jonah
feeling like a Debbie Downer today, man. Probably not this show. We did a lot of winning, man. Our teams did a lot of winning. All of them. Let's go through it. Let's just check. Inter Miami, game 1. Check. Got to win. Messy. Let's check. Panthers. Las Vegas coming in. Check. By the way, it looked like a playoff game the way they played. Not a lot of shots on goal. Big Bob was great. Controlled the puck. A lot of good things. 3-0. Get that win. Heat, get a couple of wins, man. Get a couple of wins. Nice win in Memphis. Put up third most points in the history of the franchise, 146 points. Come home and play the Knicks. Oh, Knicks this, Knicks that. National media just kissing Knicks' ass. Waiting for a good New York team. The Heat take care of them. So, nice start for them. Nice Norman Powell and Bam and Jaime Jaquez off the bench. All good stuff last night, man. Getting a lot of good performances. Spoken coach, man. Spoken coach. And then, of course, the Miami Dolphins. And speaking of really good work, Mike McDaniel, not only the head coach, yes, responsible for the whole team, but also calling the plays. And yesterday, I started to say last night because we flew home last night. Yesterday, Mike put together one of the best game plans I've seen. When you start confusing people and you're dialing up stuff that gets guys wide open and they execute it, and it's quarterback friendly, it's offensive line friendly, all that stuff came into consideration when I made these comments that Mike had it. And, man, they were and by the way, a couple things. Tua had 4 touchdowns. Can't take away, threw 4 touchdown passes. The thing I like best, especially – and I disagree with Omar. I thought the offensive line had a pretty good game. I didn't think. What do you call them, trash? I thought they were pretty good yesterday. But anyway.
That guy's tough to read, man.
His fakes last night to really sell plays. Like setting up a screen one side, the other. Going this way, comes back the other way. But, yeah, you got to have time to throw. To say that the offensive line was bad yesterday, they were getting pushed. They were getting first downs. They weren't getting pushed back. Yeah, Omar's sometimes hard to read. Yes, he is hard to read. He's going to get back to that.
He's positive when they lose. He's got numbers, and then when they win, he was a
little
down. I don't know.
There was nothing trash about that. What do you say, trash?
He hit us with trash.
He hit trash.
Trash is a strong word.
He went trash.
You used trash this morning. Who did you call trash?
Well, it's got to be a team I just don't like.
Yeah.
Dodgers.
Oh, it was the Dodgers?
Dodgers.
Yeah.
Relief pitching. It's just because I don't like them. That's
a very strong term.
No, it's really, look at it. When they're playing at this level, it's never trash. I truly believe that, because then I'd probably be on the trash part of the trash.
You're comparing it to
I'm just saying in general, nobody that's on a roster is trash. That if you're good enough to get to there.
That's not how it works, though.
How's it work?
You're saying you're comparing it to you or me. Like, that's not how it works. When you say someone's trash, you're comparing it to the other players that are around them.
Okay.
They're not just, obviously everyone that makes it can play. They just some can't play at that level.
Well, I just don't believe that the offensive line is probably, if they've had rough games, but yesterday was not one of them.
I don't think there were any negatives from that game.
No.
Yeah.
We truly put together a complete game. I didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming.
I did not.
And then on top of that,
I thought they were going to get blown out.
You did?
I sure did. I think a lot of people thought they were going to get blown out.
Yeah. Well, I didn't expect that to be fair. I think everybody got on that.
Didn't you think Bijan was going to run for 300 yards?
I thought he was going to have a good game, yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize we were going to stuff that offensive line of theirs. And
Kirk Cousins stinks.
Kirk Cousins.
What happened to that guy?
Kirk Cousins doesn't have a lot to throw to.
He's a little salty though over there, isn't he? He's got to be.
He got to start, and they're in a lot of 3rd and longs, and those aren't ideal because they're getting after him. They were getting after him with big rush, so he had to get rid of the ball. He dumped a lot of them off short. You saw it. A lot of 4 and 5 yard passes, dump down passes. When you're beating somebody up pretty good, that's what you want, and they were able to get it. I just thought all the way around, from players being prepared, if I was doing talk radio in Atlanta like here, I'd be probably getting after their coaching staff for looking like that team wasn't prepared to play. I don't know why. They just coming off a loss to the 49ers, but Mike dialed up just an unbelievable game plan. Just from running the ball, getting 3 running backs involved. I didn't see that coming. Playing with a 6 offensive lineman at tight end a lot, or just an extra tackle. And they just everything he was doing, man, was working. And Tua was he got it going early. After the first series, that didn't go well. But then he got a couple of plays, and you could start saying he started feeling a little bit, throwing it inside, but a lot of stuff just confusion. And then Waddle's wide open. The one guy, clearly the best receiver on your team, runs a crossing route. Looked like the Alabama play, you're right, from the championship game in the same building, same arena, same stadium. But good stuff, man. Just all around good stuff. Hey, we got 9 o'clock hour coming up here. Boy, what a day. Sane and Woody, there's some teams that trying to step out here a little bit. The Patriots looking real good. You think Patriots overtake the Bills? You think they might have a better – they're not better at quarterback, but do you think they have a better overall roster right now? They might.
The problem is that quarterback thing. All right, Josh can make up for a lot. I don't know. Do I see the Patriots making a deep playoff run? Probably not. But I don't know. Whatever it is, it stings.
I'm just talking about those two.
I know.
You could bring it back here so you can put a negative on it.
I'm not. I'm just saying it just stings to see the Patriots this good again.
So they did something.
It's tough.
They did something we haven't done a great job of.
What?
Drafting
quarterback?
No, drafting.
Okay, just in general?
Yeah, hasn't been good. Then we went with 2 small draft classes. That's a history lesson for later. They got the win. This is a team you have. You're chasing Buffalo, and Buffalo right now is chasing New England. God, that sounds weird. Still in first place. Crazy. Hey, we'll hit it right now with around the clock air conditioning and plumbing. I just want to tell you, been going there for 30 years myself. They've been in business for 37, almost 38 years now. Around the clock air conditioning and plumbing, man. You have any kind of problem, I can always just promise you this. It's about great service, man. When you start looking at having 135 trucks on the road daily to serve you, they work 7 days a week, trained and certified technicians, some of the best, absolute best licensed, experienced plumbers in the business. And then we got a warehouse full of air conditioning units, all different sizes. And we also have all different size water heaters for you. So bottom line is this: the next time you have a problem, nobody wants to be without hot water. Nobody wants to have an air conditioning unit, especially when you know it's dead and it's not coming back. You want to get one. You want to get one quickly. You want to know that they have financing plans. They do it all for you at Around the Clock Air Conditioning and Plumbing. They put together, it's about great service with really good people. Same-day installation is always the goal. Financing plans, as I said, we have box trucks filled with all-size Rheem water heaters ready to go for you. Family-owned and operated. Eric, Mike, Chippy, and the boys are still there after all these years. Man, I want to let you know, next time you have any kind of air conditioning or plumbing problem, make sure you tell them Joe Rowe said to give them a call. Say we're good friends. Heck, tell them we're related if you want. 1-800-FIX-MY-AC. That's 1-888-349-6922 for Around the Clock Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
This update is brought to you by Doral Hyundai, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Hyundai or DoralHyundai.com. Starting with the Dolphins, who blew out the Falcons 34-10. Tua Tagovailoa threw 4 touchdowns in the win. Miami will have a short week. They'll host the Ravens on Thursday Night Football. Week 8 will wrap up tonight with the Chiefs and Commanders. Over to the Heat, who beat the Knicks in their home opener by a final of 115-107. Next up, Miami will host the Hornets tomorrow night. 2 of the Canes, who checked in at 10 in the AP poll after their win over Stanford. Miami will head to Dallas on Saturday to play SMU. Kickoff is at noon. And in baseball, the Dodgers and Blue Jays will meet for Game 3 of the World Series. They are tied at a game apiece. The first pitch is at 8 o'clock from Dodger Stadium, Joe.
All right, man, we got it all going. We said this is a special time for sports junkies out there because World Series, best of baseball right now, Dodgers and Toronto, and then everybody else is in action, man. Baseball and, basketball and hockey just getting rolling here. And about the halfway point of the NFL season, and we got the playoffs for the MLS. The Messi show continues, and the best-of-3 series already getting that first game. So we got a lot of good stuff going on, man. Great time. Great time. Was not crazy about those jerseys on Saturday night.
Okay.
Did you like them?
Yeah. No, not really, but just wanted to win.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Today, by the way, is it's the sports equinox.
What?
You know what that is?
No, I know what the Equinox is. Chevy loves them. They're really popular.
I have an Equinox EV, actually, yes. No relation to the vehicle.
Oh,
though,
I'm
Joe.
sorry. I thought you were helping me promote Chevy.
The sports equinox happens once a year, I believe. You get all 4 major North American sports leagues playing at the same time. So you have the baseball tonight.
I had never heard that way.
Yeah,
but
the sports equinox.
I have learned through years of doing this and liking all the sports.
Gambling friend Monroe told me about this on Saturday. He said, so
gambling friend. That's great. That's good. He's my friend.
Yeah. So we got the baseball tonight, right? 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Dodgers and Blue Jays. You got Monday Night Football. There's 11 NBA games, and you have 2 hockey games.
Hey, I got to tell you, man, nothing against all the other sports. Kansas City's playing.
Yeah, it's probably not good for the other businesses.
Kansas City's playing. The Mahomes show. How good are they? We're all kind of curious because we got some new dudes on the block in the AFC threatening here. I don't know if you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Are you drinking Indy Kool-Aid yet? Are you drinking the Patriots Kool-Aid? Denver Kool-Aid looks pretty good. I'm not sold on the LA Chargers Kool-Aid, but
good balance in the league right now, right?
Oh, no, this is good for business. Yeah. This all this stuff is
I don't know how close this game will be tonight.
Well,
but there you go.
Obviously, you like to have your starting quarterback who was so good a year ago going in the playoffs and all the things he was able to do. My God, he didn't act like a rookie last year. Comes back with the injury bug now. We're starting to see a lot of hamstrings, by the way. Is that the new hot one? Hamstrings take forever. We're going through all these different injuries.
The Achilles. Yeah.
Bo said it's the pec.
Seen a lot of broken bones, too. Do you notice that?
Well, pretty good collisions and going down and guys 300 pounds falling on you.
Yeah, Warner was like the week before.
By the way, you shouldn't be surprised about Scattaboo. The way he's reckless, man. He's fun to watch.
We've seen guys. I mean, it was a fluke play.
That is a short-lived career the way he plays.
I agree with that. Okay. Yes, but that happened to be a
By the way,
freak
I don't like to, but in the 60 club, I'm allowed to do it. Talk about it and seeing teammates that have died from it and guys who played before me die from it. That guy keeps playing that way, reckless with that brain of his, that helmet.
Mm-hmm.
He's asking for early retirement in life. He really is. I'm not.
Well, he's going to miss more than half this season.
And by the way, he's good. Don't get me wrong, man. I see why you love the guy. The guy's athletic. He's doing flips in the end zone. He's screaming at his coach. You're going, wow, this guy's kind of a throwback to throwing and, but hey, man.
Boy, the Giants had like a brief little moment there where they thought
love their
was
rookies.
Good. Yeah.
Love their quarterback and running back there for a while.
That's sad. Didn't last.
No. hey, listen, man, there's some great stories out there. I do believe, and not everybody, but if you're not ready to go, a lot of teams, we say this every week. Obviously, it keeps Vegas in business too, that the favorites don't always win. And we saw more of it this weekend. If you're not ready to go, we saw it firsthand. Saw it firsthand with thinking the Falcons were going to come out ready to go after their loss, and they got smoked. And by the way, it wasn't they turned the ball over 4 times, no. They got beat from the start to the finish of that game every way possible. The Dolphins beat them. And I tell you what, one of the guys taking the most heat in this town right now, Mike McDaniel, you're going to have to give him a week off, or at least 4 days off, because Mike had his team ready to go, which he said he would. And second of all, he's calling plays, and he can't call a better game that's more fit to get his quarterback going again and get his offensive line so that the offensive line maximum chance to be successful. He did everything he needed to do. He moved the chains. He got a little running game going with the 3 guys. All of them played a lot. All 3 guys. A lot of them played together. Got the ball out quickly to different guys and got guys wide open. And the guys followed it, right? Defense was great.
What was the difference in this game? Is there something you can point? Because
No.
It's so bizarre to go from what they did. Is it the weather?
They beat
Was
them.
it the fact that this game was indoors?
No, because we were indoors against the Colts.
Well, but the Colts are really good.
Well, we know that now.
Colts are not the Falcons. I just don't. I'm trying to understand how you could go from what we saw 1 week ago to what we saw yesterday.
They were
Just doesn't make a lot of sense.
But what isn't that if you're not once
yeah, you can have teams that are up and down, but man,
did it look like the coaching was so lopsided yesterday, which we don't say in these games very much.
Mm-hmm.
They look like they didn't know, they must have been shocked too, because they thought they're just going to show up. They had guys running around wide open. That's not normal to set up screens and have guys that open, wide open to jog into the end zone, run a crossing route, nobody's close. It looked like there were broken coverages all over the place.
Just that team that we saw yesterday, it looked like they were not capable of even being in the conversation for worst team in football, except for the fact the first 6-7 games of the season they were.
They had it for a few games. Well, they owned it a week ago along with the Jets, but they were right there.
It's just weird to go from that to just a complete ass whooping.
They went from getting kicked around in an embarrassment to embarrassing the Atlanta Falcons yesterday, and I don't think anybody saw that coming. And by the way, the effort and all that stuff and all the articles were out. Hey, they might start. You got to be. Hey, man, I get it too. I have seen teams just flat out quit, and all of a sudden guys won't play. And hey, I'm a little banged up. I'm not going to be able to play. And and they've hung together. They've hung together to play like that. So I don't know what to expect Thursday night. I have no idea. None whatsoever. By the way, I'm guessing the Ravens come in here and they're not sure what to expect either. They've got 2 wins also on the season.
I know.
So here we go. I'm guessing everybody on Thursday Night Football is excited, though, going, hey, this is a little better way to go.
Yeah, it looks a lot better now than it did a week ago, yes.
And then, we got a Sunday night game, but that might be flex. We got to do some winning to get in there. Somebody will bounce us for.
You think we're a flexible team at this point?
They'll slap us down to the 4:00 game.
I don't know, man. Maybe they start winning.
Hey,
can you beat the Commanders overseas? You probably beat them.
Well, look, don't start doing this. This is why
Jets again.
This is why you don't do this, though. This is why, because you don't know week to week. I thought Cleveland was a slam dunk. I did. So anyway,
yes, you did.
I did.
I don't know how you could go from that to this. It's very strange, man.
So, Paul,
that's the weirdest story of this week in the NFL, isn't it?
Once Atlanta realized, oh crap, that they stuffed our running game. We can't run the ball with what we thought was going to be a big day running the ball. We can't run it inside.
Yeah.
They smashed them. Linebackers are coming up on line of scrimmage making tackles, and it was
So they're scratching their heads in Atlanta this morning, right, on their sports shows, wondering, like, they look how we looked last week. They're probably wondering, how did we lose by that much to that team?
well, they had a bad loss against San Francisco with a lot. San Fran had all their guys out too, so they were thinking we'll bounce back, and maybe we were looking ahead, and then they go back home and it's bad in the fourth quarter. Let's go Dolphins. You're hearing chants of "Let's go Dolphins," man. It was like, wow, look at this. Hey, I got to tell you about Atlantic Men's Clinic for just a second here. ED, low T. Sex drive is shot. Nothing happening. Nothing's happening in the bedroom. Your energy level is so bad right now. You're tired all the time. All you talk about is, I can't wait for the weekend so I can get rested up. Wouldn't you like to have more energy to do more things and stay active and go out during the evenings and walk like you used to, play your favorite sports, play with the kids more, whatever it is, man? If you find yourself on that couch falling asleep and you don't like it, including that 20 pounds you've gained because you're not active like you used to be, and I want to let you know, first of all, ED and low T is going to happen to every guy out there. Nobody gets a hall pass on it. Young guys do for a while, but sooner or later, sometimes in your 40s, sometimes in your 50s, for sure in your 60s, you're getting hit with low T and ED. And at first, that sex drive thing is a hit and miss, and then it becomes a miss. That got my attention to get to Atlantic Men's Clinic. And I'm telling you right now, if you're going through it, stop by. They do it the right way. They give you the PSA test. You meet with their professional staff. They got great facilities. The offices are unbelievable. 7 locations in South Florida to serve you. A brand new one in Hollywood that you're going to love. By the way, I go to the Plantation one. Somebody checked on me to make sure I was really going. They go, oh, yeah, he's a regular in here. Yes, I am. Hey, you're in for great results, and that's what it's all about. The number one question all the guys been asking me over the last year and a half is, how long before it kicks in? Fast. Within a few weeks, you start feeling better. Your sex drive is back, which is, I don't know, it's important to me. Maybe it's not to you. But I got to tell you, man, it works, and it's unbelievable, and I promise you, you're going to have really good results. Call them today and set up that first appointment, 877-455-7300, or visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Hey, by the way, tell them Joe Rose said to give them a call. They'll take really good care of you at Atlantic Men's Clinic. Man, it's amazing what winning does when your teams are taking care of business. The Canes put together just a 7-7 at the half. I'm on the road going, uh-oh, what the hell's going on here? It was actually 7-0 when I checked there in that second quarter, and I was like, oh, boy, something on. I was like, oh, I hope it's not a turnover thing again and all that. Then I see it 7-7 at the half, and then while I'm at dinner, next thing I know, it's 28-7 in the third quarter, and I went, holy smokes. And then final ends up being 42-7, and you see the numbers, and you realize this is a weird one. Stanford had half their yards on their opening drive where they scored a touchdown, went right down the field. They had about the same amount of yards the rest of the game and didn't score, by the way. Did not score again. Did not get close enough to kick a field goal.
Do these games still feel weird to you? These West Coast teams traveling out here?
I mean, I don't.
It's kind of strange still, isn't it? You played out there. You think we'd see something like this?
No, I never thought we'd be like, no, as far as UCLA now being part, no, and USC being part, no, of the Big Ten. I didn't, no.
Those schools going to those cold weather places.
How about Oklahoma and Texas being in the SEC? That's kind of weird too, to be honest. And of course, the Pac-12, they just ran for anywhere they could get. Yep. And then when it was said and done, Washington State and Oregon State said, what about us, man? Where are we? Where do we go from here now that all of the children are growing up? I mean, they got no homes, man. Now they're putting together some
are they still
San Jose State and Fresno State, and I'm throwing in some schools I don't even know. I think Boise State's in there.
End of them, yeah.
You got to do something, man.
Yeah, I guess.
Got to find a home and try to get together a league that where you can get some money for. People love these college football games, man. Right? Hey, one comes on, it looks good, I watch. You know? I mean, I like the games that obviously, that have been promoted and you're getting ready to watch. I got to tell you, this thing in the SEC is it's gotten really fun.
Well, with all the coaches getting fired?
No, the SEC is in the best conference in college football by far once again. Agree?
They usually are, yes.
All right, I know you hate. I know you.
Well,
like
it just
that.
means more in the SEC.
Alabama, Ole Miss, been a great story. What they've been able to do.
The SEC is always going to be the best conference in college football, though, right? Like they have They have more programs than the others. Like, how is it possible that the ACC could be better?
Well,
right? Like you would need all these. Like you'd need like the Virginia Techs of the world, the North Carolinas of the world to be really good. Like. And your flagship teams like Miami and Florida State and Clemson, right?
A lot of them, to be honest, they recruit different guys, right?
They're not recruiting the same people. That's correct.
No, I'm not trying to say that.
That's
thing
your
I
line.
Always say. Well,
but it's true, though. Yeah. It's true.
Look at somehow, God bless Mario. He has gotten in with all the big boys. And over the last 2 years, he's gotten a lot of the guys. A lot higher percentage than we've had around here in a long, long time since they dominated.
And he's going to continue to get all the guys. And UM plays on a massive stage. But that doesn't change the fact that the conference as a whole is probably, I don't see a way that they're going to be better than the SEC.
So you know what's really weird? Like Georgia Tech is really good.
Yeah.
And nobody's talking about Georgia Tech.
Because nobody believes they're really good.
Well, they're going to
How many people have watched them play? That's the other thing, too.
That's true. That's true. They're not a number one. I got to watch Georgia Tech. But they're going to play Georgia at the end of the year. And we're going to find out.
They're going to be exposed.
I don't know. Somebody is. By the way, Georgia Tech, wouldn't they play them in an overtime game or something crazy last year?
Yeah. Hey, they got to play in the ACC championship, too.
I tell you what.
I don't know who they're going to play in.
Try to figure that one out. I see Virginia got real lucky.
They did.
Against North Carolina, Bill Belichick and his girlfriend. That's not, that one. They're playing better.
Yeah.
Bill goes, we're getting better slowly.
Right,
Michael Lombardi? That's right. That's right.
We were discussing on the pregame show who's a bigger loser, Belichick or Lombardi. And everyone kind of agreed Lombardi is because he doesn't have a 24-year-old girlfriend.
I got to tell you, Michael Lombardi is...
he looks so bad in all this, right?
but everywhere you go, people are starting to get on him.
Yeah, well, he took a lot of money to be an embarrassment. That's what happens when you take a lot of money and you don't.
Hey, man, North Carolina, they're the ones that decided. That was their move to do that. They decided. Bill Belichick, by the way, I think it was great for if
but then it comes out after that people weren't happy with the hiring process.
Well, I don't know how much that's true, man. I don't know.
Second guessing, you think?
If Bill Belichick, if Bill went to North Carolina, wasn't the only school.
I'm sure they
if
weren't.
If Bill Belichick says, I want to coach, there are going to be other schools, maybe smaller, but there'll be a lot of schools go, Bill, if this ain't about money and power.
I just never bought in that he was going to take this seriously.
Yeah.
Like he was going to be like Mario and just work relentlessly.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Mario, you led me right into Mario Cristobal. It's going to join us when we come back. We're going to talk to Mario Cristobal about the win, and we'll talk to him about gambling. We'll talk to him about everything that's going on right now in the crazy world of sports, especially college football, and what the heck happened from the start of that game to how they ended up rolling in that second half. All that coming up next. But, hey, are you tired of the stress? Are you tired of all the headaches? Are you tired of just being tired? Huh? Maybe it's time to sell your business. If these things are happening to you and you built that business up and it's been good to you, but now all of a sudden it's become a bit of a headache, even your wife is saying, hey, honey, get rid of this so we can do something different, have more time. Let's do some traveling, spend more time with the kids. Well, if you're going through all this stuff right now, you need the main man, Anthony Caliendo at the Business Broker Experts. He is the best business broker in Florida. 1-800, the main man, and speak directly to Anthony. He doesn't just list your businesses, he packages your businesses to sell. Florida's booming right now. It's hot. People are coming to South Florida to buy businesses just like yours, man. And part of what Anthony Caliendo will do, it's strong, smooth transition, so easy. He's got strong relationships with the banks. He can get you a lot of money at the closing table. That's bottom line. And he's got a lot of testimonial from satisfied sellers and buyers with 5-star Google ratings for you. I'm just telling you right now, if you're ready, huh? Don't do it alone. Hire the man right there, the main man. 1-800, the main man today. Let Anthony Caliendo, the main man, flip your biz and cash you out in a big, big way from start to finish. Call 1-800, the main man.
Hey, we want to hear what you have to say. Text W